This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
All right, it's open comms. It's Friday. We had
from the internet.
Hello.
no. Don't tell me I'm muted. Hello. Take
You're
two.
fine.
Okay. I think
I can hear you.
Okay, we're back. No, it's a fucked up thing with OBS. We're here. I'm Drayden. We got Rain. We got Blazy Buddy. We got Manic, and we got Shelby. So, yeah. God damn it.
Look at these fancy cam borders we have.
I know.
Jesus.
Why are they
That-
pink and blue or purple and blue?
They change. Just keep looking. They
We're
cycle.
like fancy gamer grills.
Yeah. Oh, and there's new alerts
Oh, we got
and stuff.
fancy Twitch alerts
No
that I
apologies,
didn't make
420
because
resubbed.
nobody asked.
There's a silent one. I haven't put that in
Oh,
yet.
Shelby
so,
resubbed too.
But yeah, thanks Shelby. Thanks, no apologies. 420. Nice. Yeah. So, do we open up with the fleet thing now so that people have a little bit
Yeah,
more?
we should tell everyone now.
Okay,
We should start
so-
with the charity thing and end with the charity thing.
All right. So tomorrow is INN. They're starting their big charity drive thing. It's gonna start in the morning with push to talk, I believe. Let me get the actual post for it.
But our show segment, I think it's at 1700 or something like that. UTC actually wrote it. It's like
1900
2100.
UTC is when our show starts. It's
I
gonna
can
be.
never remember what the fucking Eve time is compared to US
it's,
time.
It's 2 p.m. Eastern time, 11 a.m. Pacific time. That's gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to set multiple alarms. I prepped it though. I have Gatorade ready, so I will. I'll be ready for the morning. But so they're doing a thing for Gamers Outreach. It's so this is a charity organization that essentially provides gaming equipment and gear and stuff to children's hospitals so that while kids are going through treatments, whether it be like cancer treatments, surgeries, and stuff like that, they can, get into some gaming and play a bunch of games, whether it be, console games, PC games, whatever it is. So we'll be doing the donation drive all day tomorrow, but it's actually, no, it doesn't start with push talk. It starts with Boat is doing a 6 a.m. Pacific stream.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
How does he do it? Although I think he's East Coast, so it's 9 for him. That's not too bad. But yeah, so we'll be at that time. What we're going to be doing for the show, because we're doing the main talk show thing tonight, we'll probably be talking about a lot of stuff, but we're going to be doing an Eve Rome tomorrow. It's going to be an NPSI open comms fleet, so anyone that wants can come down and hop in. We're just going to stage out of G to 4-4. So take that in mind if you want to come and join the fleet and you have -10. Just, hey, be ready to evade the police. And if you have war decks, just be ready to try and evade those guys as well. But we're going to go out roaming in low sec. And it should be a bunch of fun. I mean, you should have an instant undock off of Jita. And as long as you warp, and if you're not in a battleship, if you're in something a little bit faster. So I would recommend that. If you are -10, want to go fly a Saber or fly some frigates or something like that. You should be fine from the police as long as you warp immediately off the gates, right? I don't think I've ever gone into high sec with -10, so I don't know. I see the cops get mad at a lot of people for it.
I kind of hope you're the first person to get killed by police there, Drayden.
I won't. I actually, people are going to be disappointed. I think my sec status is like 1.4, so I'm in the positive. I'm a terrible pirate.
You're a ratter. You're a ratter.
Well, though I haven't read it in a long
Crab.
time, but
Oh. But yeah, if we're going to Losec, I'll probably be through Tama. So if you want to move
yeah.
shit
No,
that way.
what'll probably
And then
happen
we
to me is
ditch.
I'll probably start getting dunked on by any war. I haven't looked if we have any war decks in NC, but probably a couple.
Doesn't matter. You just shoot the bad guys.
Yeah. I figure there
Hey,
might be a
Rain,
couple
what's
NC
your
dot guys
stuff
there, so we'll be able to shoot.
I think
them.
mine's still positive. Actually, no, it might be negative. I've been flying. in
I think
Losec.
it's 5.0.
No, it's definitely not that high. I was in Losec the other day.
But yeah, so we'll be again G to 4-4. Try and show up about an hour to half an hour early. We'll be forming the fleet about half an hour early because we want to be able to get the fleet rolling right at the start of the show. Well, I mean, we'll probably do a little BSing it for the first few minutes, but so what would that be, like 1800 game time, around there, 18 to 1830. Get to G to 4-4, get a ship, whatever you want to fly. We're doing pots and pans fleet as Raiden calls it.
Yeah, pots and pans. Fly whatever the fuck you want. There's not really an
Pots and pans
FC.
fleet.
You gotta fly your own ship.
Yeah, fly your own stuff. We're not gonna have any kind of organized. We're just gonna.
You said it was
with-
5.0. That's not 5.0.
What did I say? 5.0?
No, Shelby.
Oh,
4.45. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been in Losec.
Got your ass.
but yeah. So we're. I'm gonna probably just set my death clone to Cheetah. I actually don't think you can do that in 4-4, can you? Oh yeah, you can. You can do it anywhere.
There's one nearby if you can.
Yeah, well, it doesn't have a clone, baby. I think
think
you can
the
just,
one
if
right
you're in the
next door.
station, you can set your clone there now. You just right click and set.
Yeah, your
set
home station. Yeah.
And I'll just do that, and I'll probably have some reships. What I might also do is I'll probably just have a handful of ships, like cheap stuff, on hand, fitted up to where if people show up and they're like, I don't have anything, I'll hand them out to them. But don't count on that for everyone. I'm not gonna stock like 100 ships there to give out to everybody. So, but just to get
So
things moving,
tomorrow,
I'll have a
Cheapskate.
couple.
tomorrow at 1900, show up. G to 4-4. We're gonna shoot some shit.
Yeah.
Almost slurred my words.
Or
there, Jesus.
blow up in a great big fire.
We're gonna
or both.
feed. It's
We
in
haven't
PSI,
done
so
a shot
anyone
yet.
can come.
Man, I really need to watch this shot class. I need to stop using it every week. It's probably a bad idea.
You haven't. Oh.
Alcohol
Oh, God.
kills the germs.
Oh,
Only at a certain proof,
yeah.
and if it's not mixed with anything.
Yeah,
I
and
think
so
what
my
it
white
is I think it's
wine
just
is
like
not
leftover
gonna be-
vodka that evaporates, and it's just the pure alcohol like turns into powder form and hangs out on the bottom. I don't know.
powder
That's
form so you can like
fucking
snort it.
Disgusting. Drayden, Jesus Christ.
It's probably dust, Drayden, that's in the bottom of your glass, not
I don't think
powdered
alcohol turns to powder.
It's an 07 glass. It's dust repellent. I don't think so.
Y'all remember last week whenever we were trying to donate shit and money to the newbies organization?
Yeah,
Right,
Magic
yeah.
School Bus.
Magic School
So
Bus.
I put the buy orders up for 1,000 rifters and forgot about it. So now I have 5,000 rifters from somewhere.
Where is this supposed
Which
to be
means-
coercious?
1,500.
So not only did my 1,000 buy orders go through, somebody sent me, or a collection of somebody's, it's like, I think it's 3-4 contracts, and 5,000 goddamn rifters.
Jesus. Are you bringing a rifter tomorrow?
No, I'm gonna bring Typhoon.
Oh, nice. I'm tempted to fly something like that. I want to fly a battleship, but I never get to fly those. It's always cruisers and fleets, basically. So
This is how Drayden's gonna feed to the police, by the way. He's gonna forget to change his sex stat or his safety rating. Oh, I can rep.
I
this
always
guy
fly
and
on red.
die.
There's no reason to fly on anything but red.
Okay, oh my god.
Yeah, like laws aren't gonna stop me from doing what I want to do.
Do you want to do a shot to the charity stream tomorrow? Before
Well, I think we'll be doing plenty of shots. I was actually gonna do a shot. This Monday was Veterans Day, so I was gonna do a shot for,
Oh, yeah.
for vets.
It's a good one.
Blazing Bunny is one, and LB is one. Although I mean, not just American vets. You know, vets around the world. So I was gonna give a shout out to those men and women out there.
Blazing
Shots.
Bunny does not count as a veteran, and I'll tell you why in a later.
Oh, okay.
Because I sat on my ass for 6 years in the Air Force and only fixed airplanes.
Ah, well, I mean,
Whenever I think Veterans Day, I think of people who actually had to slog through awful places and do awful things.
Do
I
you
don't know.
technically count as a veteran, or do you not consider
Like,
yourself a veteran?
I just
you're
don't consider myself. It depends on what your definition of veteran is.
But like, a veteran doesn't just mean somebody who saw combat.
yeah, I think of veterans as anyone that
Anyone who served.
put the time into the military. Because even if they were like like an army grunt but never got deployed, well, they were still in it and had
They
the
still
potential to be
made
deployed, and they
that-
were in there.
Yeah.
And
They made the
people.
decision-
My dad was an engine mechanic in the Air Force for like 20 years, and planes don't fly without engines. They need to have work on them. So
I just don't count myself as a veteran.
Don't sell yourself short, sir. That was a tongue twister. Jesus Christ.
I think we are all actually former Imperium, except for you, Manic. You've never been Imperium.
Not me.
Yeah.
God, no. Oh,
Rain's only had
God.
alts in there.
Oh, God.
I think you still have an alt in Carva Fleet, don't you?
Old Imperium, yeah.
Gross.
Dom, thanks for
I have
21
an old
months.
Imperium, or I had one.
I was an Imperium for a
Dom.
long ass time before I went to Black Legion. Actually, I was I
How
was TNT. I
embarrassing.
was CO2 before they flipped, and then I was Bastion. So I was all over the place.
I did the opposite. I did NC Dot for a while, then decided I wanted to blob.
It was weird joining
Yes, you
Imperium.
were. Because I was in NC whenever you left. You were in Sind.
Best corp in the world.
Okay.
I love that response every time I say it.
Didn't Cinda just lose Rorks in tests like a week ago?
Look, I don't shit talk my former corporations.
I mean, the shit talk is a question, but Word up.
I can't talk about it without saying, "Oh my God, they got so bad."
oh wow.
The I lost what I was gonna say.
Snap at us?
I was gonna snap at you.
That's darn
That's
snappy.
rude.
No,
Rude is
so
what it is. Oh, we have to tweet, dude. Dirk's gonna get so mad.
no, I was already saying I
Let
didn't
him
tweet.
get mad.
I didn't have time.
I'm memeing the hell out of him.
I'm gonna
right
keep
now. He's
the-
gonna love this.
Heavy breathing because Blazing Bunny's with us. Comment.
Just use that every week. Never change
Yeah.
it. So the new patch came out. It was something we've been seeing come for a long time. The Korean localization was. Have they announced that for a long time? Because I know we've been talking about the Bushin changes for weeks, but
I don't know if we've specifically talked about it.
pretty sure we mentioned it because they were announcing that at Vegas. So we've kind of made
Yeah.
mention here and there, but
Now it's officially out. They actually, if you want to go into that, I don't know if Noisy's here, but they had G Star, which is similar to like a massive like Korean sort of gaming convention. And they so they had Pearl Abyss presenting there, and so CCP actually went out and had a booth to where they were trying to get Korean players or like Korean gamers, I guess, more than players, to at least try out EVE Online. And so like I know there's pictures out there of like people waiting in line, people trying it out, like new character, playing around. I think they had like maybe a tournament. I'm not quite sure how they would manage that with people who've like never played the game. But they had a lot of stuff to try and help promote EVE along with like Pearl Abyss and whatnot. So like that was pretty interesting.
Oh, I remember Hyper was posting pictures of like the whole thing empty, and then he said Hilmar tweeted those out and then deleted them. I'm assuming those were before the booth was open.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
No,
way you
when-
can
I mean,
get.
So Hilmar posted other pictures, and the booth was, and this is a huge ass booth. I've done conventions before, and this shit is not cheap. They have this gigantic ass booth, and it was pretty much full.
Yeah, the screens. I think they were those big wide screens to the point where they started curving, which looks
Yeah.
super
They,
cool.
yeah, they were wraparound
I
screens,
never
and Eve was
used them,
only
but they
taking
were
up the
cool.
center part of it. I don't know what the whole point of that extra wide.
Probably-
I guess
Probably 'cause
maybe they're
they
just
don't wanna
standard
whip
with the
your neck
event.
around. Yeah, so I mean, at least like I have heard, I think it was Mike Azariah was tweeting asking how to pronounce things in Korean because he was trying to give things out, but like everyone spoke Koreans and he's like, I don't fucking know Korean. How do I say this? I remember seeing that. But yeah, there's definitely like an influx of like Korean players coming into the game.
Speaking of the Korean, just to dip off of the patch notes real quick. I don't know why I find it funny, but Riverini put an article out on Eve News 24, and the entire thing is in Korean. I'm assuming it's just as a joke. Knowing Riverini, that would be something he would do. And you put it into Google Translate, and
It's a legit article.
well, I mean, the basically the substance of the article pretty much just says, hey, EVE Online has been transferred into Korean language so that we can get, new Korean players, new people playing the game, people in Australian time zone are going to have more people to play with and all this. But it translates perfectly in Google Translate, which means that it's probably very broken Korean.
Or it's really good Korean if it translates perfectly. Like, what's wrong with
Because
perfect
Google
translations?
translates awful.
I don't know why you have
if
a
you
problem
actually
with
just
this.
type something in English and
I
translate
love
Google Translate,
Google
it
Translate
never
yeah,
comes
I
out
do.
really
right.
well.
For
I've
small
talked
set-
to Russians. I've talked to Russians in Google Translate.
It gets
like-
by, but the thing is I went down. It was during the blackout, and I went and I killed this guy from fraternity, not knowing that we were apparently blue to fraternity. He showed up neutral to me, so I shot him, and then he sent me this Eve mail. It was all in Chinese. I'm like, so I put it into Google Translate, and it came out in really broken English, so it didn't translate well. But I got the gist of it. He's like, why you attack? We are friends. I'm like, what? No. And yeah, he got pretty upset that I killed him, but
Rip.
I said,
You're blue troll, don't you know?
yeah, I just said Lady Scholar can sort it out. I
Shoot
think it-
blues, tell lady. That doesn't have the same kind of ring to it.
The what?
Shoot blues, tell lady Scarlet doesn't have the same ring to it.
Well, tomorrow's an NPSI. Oh, we didn't mention that. Tomorrow's an NPSI fleet, so we're gonna roam low sec. We're not gonna roam any blocks just to make it a little bit easier for people. But
If we all fly Logi, then we can fly into horde space and rep
I mean, if
allies
we're-
shooting our
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what other people from blocks do. Maybe they just don't shoot. But if we're in low sec and we're on that NPSI roam, and there's a NC dot dude that we come across, I'm pulling the trigger.
Does that mean I can
Japanese
shoot
do
you?
Yeah, well, no,
You're
we'll
both
be in the
purple.
we'll be in the fleet. But if they get mad, I'll replace their ship. If I get on the kill mail and he dies, I have to pay a misc. Okay,
It's whatever. NPSI.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people just don't shoot. They're like, well, I won't shoot the blue. I'll just let other people kill them. But I mean, when I was in Bastion, I went in. I think it was a PL NPSI fleet, and we got into goon space, and I think I shot like 30 goons. I was just like, fuck it, boom, headshot.
Well, usually if you're not doing like the most DPS, like if you tackle a blue and hold them down and then call your allies to
Yeah.
come over,
I
and you're,
figure
like,
as long as you don't
top
do the most,
echelon of the damage, like you're
yeah, if
probably
you don't
being
do
an
most
asshole.
damage or get final blow, they probably won't know. But
If you're like on there with like 50 damage at the very bottom of the kill mail, it's like whatever. That's why, but that's also like why I fly Logi, because if you fly Logi, there's no issue. You're literally just
Yeah.
repping people.
I'm gonna fly DPS because I pretty much do nothing but fly Logi, so I rarely get to actually shoot damage or fly damage stuff.
Do you know
Anyway,
how to
so
fly damage
back
stuff?
to the what?
Do you know how to fly damage stuff?
Sometimes, lock up, push F1, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially.
I'm tempted to like maybe fly some stuff I'm not used to, like a Dictor or some kind of.
I wouldn't do
non-
that in low sec.
That's true.
Dic-
Yeah, that's
Dictors
true.
are not
I didn't
they're
think
not
about-
very
yeah.
helpful in low sec.
Yeah, they're not that great. Yeah, maybe something though.
I didn't know there were ships that didn't have target painters on them.
Target painters?
What's that supposed to mean?
I only fly rapiers and monitors
Why?
because it's fun.
Lame.
You ever tried just being AFK on a fleet?
I do that all the time as Logi FC.
You go AFK.
No, I don't do that, but it'd be fun. There's times where I'll Logi FC and I'm not in a Logi ship. Like, I'll be in Lynx and I'm like, I don't want to shoot anything. So I just, like, lock up my allies and I'm like, hey, you need to rep this guy.
I tried doing that. Fuck, what was that one fleet we on ran the?
The
Where I
Brother
decided
Bob fleet,
I
where you said you were
decided-
gonna call things and then you screamed in global like 20 times till they muted you.
Yeah, they muted me and moved me.
That
to
was the
AF
one. That was my very first open comms, and then right after that
Yeah.
we had to form Furia
That was when
to
you were
repel.
running.
To repel the goons from invading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that was when you were running for CS7. We had you on, and then we had that fleet. Fuck, I was hammered, and I was just like, I'll call Logi targets, and I was doing it
We
globally.
literally just burned away and lost all our Logi. That's all we did.
Yeah,
It's really annoying.
It was pretty bad.
Was it that fleet, or was that the one where Redline killed everything on the gate?
That was not us. I know Bob had us pull away. All the Logi died. I was like, one of the
I think it
first-
was a joint fleet because I think it was a fleet where NC and PL joined up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, I'll do Logi anchor and I'll call targets, and I just I just took the Logi away from the whole fight and was just yelling.
No. I was anchoring. You were
Oh,
calling
good.
targets.
I don't
And you were
remember
like
much.
screaming for reps, but you were muted because the entire time you kept talking in global. and it was a disaster.
I don't even remember the end of that fleet. I just remember I woke up and looked and I was muted, like globally muted and put in the AFK channel on Mumble. It was pretty good. That's pretty successful. Anyway, so the back to the patch thing though. The
Yeah, Koreans.
So the Boza, I've never used a Boza. Bosonic field generator signature resolution increased to 10,000 was 2,000. Is that... What is the signature does that mean the
TLDR on that is now bosons apply like shit to like destroyers and frigates and stuff.
Okay.
So like, there's a good video of Ron USMC doing it in a Haven.
Oh, I got you.
Like he was going to be a bosun ratting, and I think through the entire bosun he didn't even kill the frigate. So.
Okay, so it's kind of like it's like the explosion radius equivalent type thing.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
So it makes it harder to kill smaller
Yeah,
ships.
yeah, yeah.
Which is good, right? Because that way you don't have, well, you can always just apply more Titans, because that's the issue with nerfing damage or application, is if you just apply more, then it doesn't really matter. But it stops one or two people just bosoning off a frigate fleet by themselves. Which I don't know if that was the intent, but it's a welcome side effect for sure.
Is that to like
they-
stop Titan ratting then?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what we were saying with like the Ron thing. So now like people would boson rat their Titans and now they can't so much.
Well, remember in Vegas I don't know if you guys went to that or if you guys were still drinking at the Cabana, but
I don't think we stopped drinking the Cabana.
I don't think
fair.
I went to anything at Vegas.
So that was the major gameplay update, and at Vegas they announced that the bosun changed, and this is why I can't eat on the show, because I can't talk. Is
Sorry,
they
Brisk
announced
isn't here.
right? Well, they announced the bosun change, and I can't remember what the first thing they said it would affect was, but they said it would also affect bosun ratting and make it a lot harder, make it less viable, which there wasn't the design purpose, but it also is a very welcome side effect.
Okay. The next thing, the Dromies, these are the webbing fighters, right?
Yeah, support
Yeah.
fighters.
Were they that busted and used? Because they're getting nerfed.
Yes.
Support
So-
fighters are like broken.
So Sirens and Dromies are the only two support fighters anybody uses outside of like memeing or being an asshole. And it's because it's your two tackle fighters. It's basically makes it so you can tackle and affect application with just your carrier, which is kind of ridiculous. So they nerfed Dromies, but like the bosun change and like the Ha damage change and not the tracking, the way they affected it is it's not going to make a huge impact, because if you're using Dromies en masse, it won't matter because you have a lot of them. So your one squadron of Dromies webbing less isn't really super important. And then Sirens are just irritating.
I think the Sirens,
Hex
I-
sirens.
yeah. The Ansiblex jump. Okay, this is another thing that aside from the bushing, we've already talked about that a bunch. Is that those are moving at least 500k from the upwell structures. The existing ones, did alliances have to move those manually?
Yeah, so
Because I remember we were re-anchoring a whole bunch of these lately. So
yeah, because I think in the past, like they were able to move stuff automatically, like with passes, but with Citadels and the Citadel mechanics, a player has to move them manually. So they're not being grandfathered in, but you get a buffer time to realign them. So that's what folks should be doing now, like these big alliances at least, is instead of like putting a new one out in the distance or whatever, offlining the old one, onlining the new one. Obviously, it's going to take time or whatever. But like they have at least, I believe it's a couple weeks to like the first or second week in December to get all of that done.
So for Ansiblex gates, you can't. It's not like jammers where you can have 3 anchored but only 1 online. That might be wrong actually. But Ansiblex gates, I know for a fact you can only have 1 anchored in space at a time, which makes this change kind of big, because once they go offline, whenever that date is, and you reinforce them, now that gate's stuck there, and not only do you have to let it repair, then you have to unanchor it again and move it and then re-online it. So hopefully Hopefully, all the alliances, Logi pilots are collectively ready to slit their wrists and move all those jump gates. Otherwise, if they're still there and somebody wants to be an ass about it, they can just come and reinforce them, and then you don't have that gate for however long it takes you to move it. Which I'm excited for personally. And then you can then once they get moved to 500 clicks, you can bubble camp them without the keep star or the Fortizar pushing you off.
So, Shelby just linked in our Discord. I put it in chat. It's
Don't you dare put that in chat.
No,
If that's
I
what I
just
think it is.
did.
I swear to
No,
God.
it is what it
Is it the
is.
furry?
Yeah, it's definitely the
God, I
furry, the
hate
gunned up
furries.
furry with that. Well, that's on Eve's Instagram. So that was they
They also had a video of it,
saw that, yeah.
dancing.
nice. And we're gonna get cat girl
Well,
pilots.
welcome to Eve Online, everybody. We've
So-
got furries now.
So that's a Korean military uniform. South Korean Republic of Korean military uniform.
Is it really?
Is
If
the
this is-
fursuit standard
No, not the
military issue?
Jesus fucking Christ, Osan. Osan
can't
would have
see your
been
face.
torture. No, the boots and everything that's worn around the fursuit looks like their uniform.
So the fursuit is not uniform. Just to confirm that.
It's Korea, not Japan, dog.
I don't know if furry is like a. Japan would be like an anime.
I
thing.
don't think it's strictly Japanese.
I thought furries were German.
I wish furries weren't anything.
I think
No,
furry-
that's,
be
that's
honest.
the
That's the
Rain,
thing
that's
is
the movie
nobody
Fury
knows-
with Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boo this
And,
man.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Cannibal.
I love that
no,
song so much.
I don't think furries are any. They're costume. You can't tell. You can't tell who they are.
That's how generally cosplay works.
Oh, wow. Depends.
Yeah, Drayden. You uncultured fuck.
I know. I need to. Most of
Drayden,
the cosplay I
I'm-
see is a. There's
It's
not
in
much
porn.
clothing there. No,
That
it's not
doesn't
porn.
count.
It's just
It's in porn.
hot chicks in
That doesn't
cosplay, and
count.
you're like, I don't care what that's from, but that's hot. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
sorry.
Does anyone have like that sneaky? Oh, Jane, do you know who Sneaky is?
Like the.
Please don't link that.
The League of Legends streamer. Or-
Please don't link that.
Oh,
I know
Rain.
exactly
Rain.
what you're
No.
Cloud
talking
Nine.
about.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the
Yo,
Cloud
Rain,
Nine.
check
He's
out
the
this-
he's the
Check out
80s.
this cost. Oh no, that didn't work.
He's the 80 carry for Cloud Nine. No, he does. He does some
Drayden,
some
click that
cross-dressing
link. How does that
cosplay. And his girlfriend.
Click that link, Drayden. Click that link.
Don't click that link.
Click the link. Click.
I've seen a bunch
Click
of
the
them.
link. Click
it-
the link.
Where is it?
And the Tweamspeak. Do you guys not have
The
like
Tweamspeak?
flashing-
I've got it pulled up.
Oh God, no, I haven't seen that one. The fuck? Was he tucking? That's not saying that's immediately where my eyes went, but
Can we just put that on the list of
Bullshit,
things?
you liar.
Can we just put the word the phrase "is that tucking" in the list of
Is
things we just
that
never say out
tucking?
loud again?
Here, here's
Oh.
another
Can we
one.
just please
Would
do
you
that?
fuck me? I'd fuck
I
you.
don't know how. How?
I got a surprise for you.
No,
What do you mean how?
It's the lotion on its.
No, the funny thing is, I actually like Sneaky a lot because I like Cloud9 and he's really good at 80 carry. The cosplay stuff is weird. It's hilarious, but it's weird.
How is that weird? What's wrong with this, Drayden? You don't like cute girls?
Wow, that's.
I think there was like a multi-thousand upvote Reddit thread asking if Sneaky tucks.
Yeah, I don't know, but
That's
I mean,
not okay. That's not okay.
He has a girlfriend and she does all his makeup for him. So,
Yeah, because makeup's really important with cosplay.
well, yeah. I should probably put
remember-
this in chat. I'm afraid to put this in chat because I don't know if I'll get in
Post
trouble
it.
for that.
Post it.
All right, I'll post it.
What do you
So
mean
there
I'm
was
such a trap?
there is a convention. The name of it escapes me, but it's in Tampa. Big, video game, anime, et cetera, convention. And it was is after Rainbow Six got really big, and so now people have taken to dressing up as Rainbow Six characters. Cool idea. If you do it well. However, walking through public in full tactical gear, probably not the best idea. So there was a PSA that the Tampa government put out to the public, and it said, hey, if you see people walking around near the convention center in full tactical gear with fake weapons, don't freak out because it's for nerd shit. It's fantastic. I was like, you have to tell people that because otherwise you're gonna have 1,000 911 calls like, I just saw somebody walk down the street with an assault rifle.
They do
And
that
it's
a lot.
Florida,
They,
so that's a stand your ground disaster waiting to happen.
and a lot of conventions they actually outright ban imitation weapons, even with the orange tip, purely for the fact that
Really?
like it can easily
Even
be
if they're like
connected.
obviously made of styrofoam.
Yeah, yeah, they're
Every
like
convention
using
I've
Nerf
gone
gun.
to, they do like legit weapons checks, even if it's
Yeah,
like,
you have to
clearly
register.
faked. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get like something marked on it so that to show it's usually like a ribbon or a zip tie or something to show like, hey, I've registered this with the staff, therefore don't worry about the fact that I may have like a sword or a gun or something or whatever. Usually they have to be fake, obviously. I think with if you have like a real sword, they actually zip tie it in its sheath to make sure you can't undraw it, like draw it or whatever.
Because zip ties can't be cut at all. It's 100%.
Well, they can,
safe.
but I mean,
Especially when
It's
you have a
security
sword.
theater, Drayden.
Right.
Security
but
theater.
it's to show it's like just to show other people because otherwise you have idiots like there used to be. Have you guys heard of yaoi paddles?
No,
Okay,
but
so
I'm not
there's-
okay with.
please
I'm not okay with.
describe
paddles,
No,
these
No.
Ryan,
paddles.
describe them to
Don't
me.
With
you
a
do
name
it.
called
Don't
a
you
yaoi
do it.
paddle.
Paddles, right? And the
Because-
joke is always
What,
like,
paddles
oh,
for
yaoi.
what?
Yaoi so like is like boy love, right? So the joke was
Why
you
do
run
they
around and you
need
like
paddles,
spank people
Rain?
with them, right? Well, they became like weapons because people
Rain,
would
tell
not
me why
stop.
the yaoi need paddles.
Because
Manic, I
they
hate you
like-
for this.
It's like
Because-
spanking paddles.
I hate you
But
for
yeah,
this.
yeah, they were legit spanking. Like people got hurt because so you'd have someone walking around and people were like, oh my god, I love your character, and they'd slap them with it, and people were like, oh my
If
god,
you're-
like what the
if you're
fuck
doing
are you
that
doing?
hard enough to cause actual pain, then you're
It's
doing
really
it wrong.
easy to cause actual pain.
But
Especially when
Jesus
you have
Christ.
teenagers doing it who are inexperienced. So like, but it became like an issue. So when you guys were
Amateurs.
like, oh, fuck people with
Amateurs
swords
don't
and
even know
guns,
how
I
to
guess I gotta do
spank
shit.
properly.
Manic, I'm sure you're
You
very
had-
educated and trained on how to spank properly.
Don't judge me, man. Don't judge me.
His weekends are his own, Drayden. Fuck.
Yeah.
What I
Well,
what
that
I
was-
do
Or
on
whoever
my
said
own
that.
time
That was
is my
Shelby. I was like,
business.
Or whatever.
I was gonna do a
Can we do shots for
a
yaoi?
shot to furry.
No.
yaoi shots, cosplay shots,
Shots to
I
yaoi
refuse.
furry,
spanking.
furry shots,
I refuse.
Come
Negative.
on, why are you so closed-minded?
convention
Bunny?
shots,
I had
where
some
all
ideas
those
that
things
kind
come together.
Shots for conventions.
I'll do that. I'm not gonna take a
Convention
shot
shots,
for
yeah.
furries.
You bigot. That's what you are. You're a
This is
bigot.
Yeah.
why-
In this instance, yes, very much so.
I should have got a soundboard ready. I just realized LB's not here. It's sad. I didn't though. Okay. What was that? I feel. I don't know how you do it, Rain. I've got 6
wanna
tabs open, and I don't know how you manage your 50,000
Well,
that
we
you do.
we can talk about DTM. He's in chat right now. So for those who are unaware, DTM is running. I think it's called. They abbreviate it to Eve CS or Eve Championship Series, and they actually have a final this weekend. So I linked the thread that was linked on our Twitch or our Discord or whatever. So this weekend at oh fuck, I'm reading it really fast. It's not actually this weekend
We
at
could just
1800.
pop them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bring
well,
them
you
in.
keep going. I'll see if he wants to pop in.
DTM's in chat, so at 1800 on Saturday, tomorrow. So actually, kind of when this starts, the Eve Championship Series is going to be taking off, and they're actually doing their finals. I believe the commentators are Jibby, Sutonia, and then primary casters are DTM and Extra Squishy. So if you guys want to tune in and watch that, so it's a player-run tournament, obviously by Extra Squishy and DTM, as well as with some other player commentators, as well as obviously player participants. I think they actually run this all off of Tranquility. So the fact that it's live on the Tranquility server and not hidden away in Jove Space, I find really interesting. So if Drayden, you want to link the Reddit thread with all this information, in Twitch chat, that would be super appreciated.
Yeah.
But you guys should tune in and check it out, especially because fuck yeah, Eve ran tournaments, and also fuck CCP for destroying the AT.
It might come back. You don't know that.
Falcon left.
Is it this DTM guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, here he is.
Okay, yeah. ADTM.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Not too much. 1 sec. Let me turn you up.
Sounded like the beginning of a YouTube video.
You wanna? I can throw you my YouTube hook right now, guys. I can do it right now, live. Our life is just one long YouTube video that no one wants to watch.
That's the saddest shit I've heard all day.
Yeah, but EVCS finals playoffs are this weekend for Split 1. We're putting together an analyst bench, which includes myself, 404HD, Ashtarothi, Fonsui. Squishy got out of the hospital tonight, and I'm super excited to have him back. I miss that man, and having him in the hospital is like, I just didn't play Eve.
Is he okay?
He had a blood clot in his lung, but he's back
Oh
in
Jesus,
action now.
that's deadly. What the fuck?
Ashtarothi did?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
Squishy did. Extra
Oh.
Squishy did. Yeah. And he's back now. And it's just good to have him back. So we got a bunch of people on the analyst desk. Jebby and Sutonia commentating, these best of 3 matches. And it's just these guys fighting for these spots in our big tournament that we hold at the end of every season called our major. The guys who win get some ISK, and then they get a buy into that. So, man, I'm getting excited. There's a lot of effort on stake for these guys. We got some good teams. It should be a total blast. It starts at 1800 tomorrow. And we're gonna go Shrek some things up, and we're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be fantastic.
Jebby and Sutonia are that would be a good duo for commentating as well.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't wait. We've had them on they've been our go-to casters, and they've been just golden. They've been fantastic the entire time we've been doing this. And then our staff are amazing. Since we don't have tournament tools, it kind of complicates things. But luckily for us, I have an amazing staff that works super hard on this tournament. Every time we end up running, we've generally got every person out there's got like 2 or 3 accounts doing stuff and multitasking, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Those guys are amazing. It would not happen without them, not at all. But yeah, it should be a blast. I hope you guys maybe get to catch it a little bit tomorrow. It's gonna be running for like 5 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
gonna be a long day tomorrow. Normally we can get everything done in about 2, but because these are like best of 3s, it's a little bit more difficult because we're running it in a wormhole. It's starting to get to the point too to where all the teams are kind of getting familiar, and so after this split, the bottom teams are relegated, and then we have 2 teams that go straight to the major. So we have room for 5 new teams this coming split that can come in. So if you're interested in signing up, signups are on the website already right now, and you can go on there, sign up. It just takes 3 dudes. You're allowed 3 more subs, and it's a lot of fun. I haven't
About the,
had any complaints.
Do you have a link for the website? I'll drop it in the TeamSpeak chat. Actually, hold on. I have to give you roll. Okay, now you should be able to post it in the chat. I hope. Post it in the TeamSpeak chat, and I'll link it in the Twitch chat.
There you go. That's the website, which we try to keep updated. No promises. We're actually moving our tournament
yeah.
tools to Smash, which should be interesting. I've not used Smash before. Though, if everything works out, I might be getting a job as the head broadcast coordinator for the new esports Halo sector for Microsoft. And you guys won't see me.
With
Oh,
your
that'd be
guys'
awesome,
tournaments,
though.
do you have any? What do you guys do as far? Do you have bands and all that kind of stuff incorporated in as well?
We're trying to get bands and stuff incorporated into it right now. The problem is with our format. So I think I spoke about this a little bit. Like, we want to do bands and stuff. The key problem with doing bands inside of our current format is we allow 1 T1 cruiser, 1 T3 destroyer, and then assault frigates. And with 4 T3 destroyers in the game, if you ban 2 of them, it makes it very, very difficult to run the tournament with pick bans, and that's our own fault. But we're gonna be moving things. We're changing like arena size. We're even nerfing specific ships because we want the tournament to be fun and people to be able to bring different things and it still be viable. So it should be good. It should be a good second split. I know the players are excited. I know the staff is excited, and we want to build this story with these players and everything. Our bottom team right now, called Overview Glitch, is barely made it through their relegation. So seeing them come in should be really good. And then Snuffed Out technically still has their team called Snuffed Out in the tournament. They're talking about switching names, but technically Snuff might end up taking these playoffs. They're looking really good. They took second in the groups. Should be a lot of fun. It should be really interesting to watch. A lot of these guys are really close together skill-wise, and it's going to be some hard fights. I cannot wait. one of the things that we're going to be doing next split, and that challenge is going to, or Smash is going to allow us to do, is people are going to be able to build their own fantasy brackets, and we'll be able to see that and moderate that. So that'll be built in. So
Gamble on
if
it?
people are into that, I mean, we're not going to do
I was
gambles,
gonna
but we were
say-
talking about.
I know you guys can't do gambling. Technically, no one can do gambling, but
Yeah,
you
but
know,
I
if
think
there's
we were
any
talking
bookies
about
out there,
doing
hit me up.
payout.
I'll throw money.
We were talking about doing payouts and stuff like that to people who pick the winners of matches and stuff. So that could be potentially something that we get to do through Smash. And that wouldn't require people to put in ISK, but you'd get a little bit of a reward for picking the right brackets, and you also get to sort of engage with the tournament in that regard and really get to know the teams. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm getting real excited. I just woke up though like an hour ago, and I'm trying to run around and get everything sorted for tomorrow. It's been it's like what's the word I'm saying? It's kind of like
Hectic.
the pre-show hectic.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I think you get what I'm talking about. I don't know how much you guys have heard about it too, but we went from having like one CCP dev in there to like 3 now. Then they've been talking to them. CCP Dopamine's really been working hard to try and get us more support from CCP, and it's nice.
That's good to hear. That's
Yeah.
really good to hear.
The players are not. One of the interesting things about it is the players, because the only thing they're really helping us out with is prizing, because we have not put in our app for Thunderdome because we only want to use it for the major. One of the interesting things about it is the fact that like the players are such big advocates of the tournament, and like every time we get feedback from them, it's always them just wanting the tournament to be better, and it's always just them like engaging with us in that way. And so it's super fantastic to get to like just sit down and listen to those guys, and they're amazing PvPers and they really know their stuff, and it's just
Sweet deal.
for sure.
Yeah. So tomorrow 1800.
Tomorrow 1800. It's gonna be fun. The Twitch link is twitch.tv Eve_CS.
Right. Sounds
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
man. Right, so do we move on to the skulls? I think we go to the skulls.
Skulls.
I've been excited for this.
Skulls.
Yeah. So
Ooh. Or the
So
lack
spooky.
thereof.
let me just put the. I'm even confused on because we were talking about this. I'm not
Thank
even
you,
sure.
DTM.
Yeah, thanks to DTM for coming on and giving the info on that. But yeah, so I put the thing in the link in the chat. This is a Reddit link. I usually don't go here, but I found that, or was it you, Rain, that linked this, or
Yeah.
someone? Yeah. The skulls are missing. What client was this? Because I couldn't figure out. Is this missing from Singularity? Is this? It's not missing from Tranquility, obviously.
It's missing from Singularity.
So Singularity. What?
So that post was pulled off of the image server. I'm pretty sure it's that first. If that's the one, I think it is the one they just posted like, this week or something. And it was pulled off the image server. I don't know what the fuck the image server is, but there's a similar post to that one from Singularity, like Rain said, and it was like the only image they featured was the Garistus rabbit skull was just a rabbit, like the skull was gone. So it's they brought up and everybody was getting ass mad because the NOS redesign looks like shit, and then we
right.
the question is does that extend to Alliance logos? Like, does NC Dot or I mean, I guess even PL kind of has the Punisher skull in their
PL's
logo.
is
I would laugh my ass off if CCP came out to all the alliances with skulls in their logos and said, "You guys have to change your logos." I would die laughing.
How would you think the
Isn't-
players would retaliate?
They'd say, "Fuck no."
Yeah, they wouldn't do it because I was saying before, I'm pretty sure Vince would tell CCP to go fuck themselves, and if they change
Yeah.
the logo,
Like
I
this
guarantee you
would
a lot of
I could
NC
see this leading to another like Summer of
a
Rage,
shitstorm.
Summer
Yeah, I
Rage.
bet
You
a
remember
lot
that?
of people would actually
I was
quit
gonna say
over
that
it.
was gonna be my example. What would happen if they did it? It's like everybody with skulls in your logos got to change so we can embrace our new Chinese overlords
there
or whoever.
would be Jita riots.
Yeah.
Mass unsubs. You bet.
Well, and that would be the like Blazing was saying earlier, the PL, it's not an actual full skull like NC's logo, but it's close enough. But if they're changing the Garista's bunny because it's too skull-like, then I would assume that would definitely include PL's thing as well.
From what I understand, it's not just like it's not just skulls. It's like depictions of death, which is very vague.
So they're
Yeah.
allowed to play a game where they
The
shoot
Blood
blow
Raiders
each other up, but
probably
they
will get
can't have depictions of
renamed,
death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying they might have to change those the Crimson Harvest skins, the blood red
Right.
ones with the white skull on them.
And then you got to think all the people that paid money and got those skins, and what if they don't like the new versions?
Yeah,
now they're
then
just
they
out
don't-
that
they're
money.
not getting what they're paying for.
So this happened to the Rainbow Six community too. Somebody linked it. It was either on the recent post or one in the past. So whenever Ubisoft ported Rainbow Six to kind of encompass the Chinese or wherever they, I assume it's Chinese because that's like what causes all the issues. I guess is they ported it over and they're gonna get rid of a whole lot of the skulls, the iconography, I don't know. I don't know if it extended to like blood splatter and stuff like that after you shoot somebody, and the fucking community blew up, and they wind up redacting it or just using it in a localized client. But the issue with that is you can't really apply it to Eve since we all play on the same client and on the same server at this point. So I'd be curious. I highly doubt it's gonna go all the way and they'll do it, but we'll see.
The fucking life enders in chat.
I don't think they'll ask alliance leaders to change their logos.
Well, I think, and this has been brought up in the past, right? So I think it was CC actually carries all of the updates for both Serenity and Tranquility. So my guess is these are updates for Serenity, and they're gonna push it to Serenity, but not Tranquility.
I thought Serenity got shut down.
No, it's just
they
most of the
changed
player base
owners.
comes. Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the player base just plays on Tranquility on a VPN,
Oh,
which
okay.
then begs the question: why would you change the Tranquility server since the people who are playing on it from China really shouldn't be playing on it at all? So
Well, it's still the comment of just because people are from China are playing on the normal server doesn't mean whatever they're doing
It's
abides
a
by Chinese
liability
law.
thing. CCP still has to cover their ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's like saying just because kids can say yes I'm 18 doesn't mean you shouldn't take away the yes I'm 18 check.
and I'm wondering what I don't know all the stipulations because I know China has a bunch of different censorships and stipulations when it comes to content on the internet. But in the specific thing of the skull or any other imagery, and I was mentioning this, Blazing, but you said that it might be difficult to do. They couldn't just make a client thing to where if it showed that you were locally from China, that it would display this set of images, as opposed to if you're logging in from other IPs, that it would show you the other images. They couldn't do something like that. I know it would take more development work, but
that's the question: is it worth the extra development work, or is it easier just to go through the game files and delete the skull iconography? And
I'd say
it's way easier just to do the latter. Like they're not gonna break down.
They're not gonna serve up two different CDNs based on region.
Yeah,
I'm just
and that's
wondering,
the problem.
it might be a big enough issue if it gets into where alliance logos and things have to. If it just like the Nosferatu icon changes from the skull to a little like drop of
all
oil
the
or whatever it
things.
is, I don't think anyone gives a shit about that. But
Oh, I don't know. That's probably the worst one.
Is
So
it
at least
the
the
worst one?
Doomsday, okay, it's an explosion, which is super vague as it is, but
The
the
Garistas one is
Nosferatu
pretty
redesign
sad.
looks like absolute trash.
yeah,
I am hoping nobody pitched that in an art department meeting. It's like, this is what we want to change the Nosferatu to, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that looks good.
It's just
no,
like-
no, it does not.
They're just like, what the fuck is the
It's just
easiest
clip
way to
art.
make
So
a
just
skull
took a piece of
into
clip art
a
and put it on.
teardrop? Okay, let's do it.
Just put it as Clippy, might as well.
But I'm just saying, I doubt anyone's gonna look at that change and be like, "Well, that's it.
It
I'm
looks
fucking
like you're
done.
trying to
Eve is
steal a
Eve is
capacitor."
fucked up now. I can't play it anymore." But if they're messing with alliance logos and changing a bunch of other stuff in the game, that might cause a bunch of people to be pretty pissed.
I would honestly say people would probably still freak out if we logged in tomorrow, there was a patch and all the skull stuff was gone, because it's basically CCP caving to the demands of a foreign obsessive government, which is ridiculous.
Here's something that just occurred to me though. When you submit an alliance logo, CCP had to go through this thing a couple of years ago for legal reasons regarding alliance logos. the rationale being, if CCP puts an Alliance logo in the game client, does that make the Alliance logo CCP property? And a lot of people obviously wanted to argue against that because some alliances want to sell their merch or whatever. So what CCP does when they import an Alliance logo into the client, they change it just enough. They apply a little like grunge filter effect over the logo itself, so that makes that version of the logo CCP's property, but the real logo can still be owned by the Alliance owners or the Alliance membership
I've
or
wondered
whatever.
about that because you look at various
So-
logos.
You can
If you get it
tell-
on EVE, it does look kind of gritty and
Yeah,
like some of
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
been washed out.
That's how you tell.
And it doesn't scale, so it's like it's not a perfect vector like it
Right. So
like a-
exactly.
So like the best example for us is on the NC forums. We have multiple high resolution vectors to use for merch. Like anybody who saw me at Vegas, the big ass NC logo on the back of my shirt I pulled it off our site. But that's not the one that had the filter, because the one on the filter doesn't scale. It's one of those clips
But-
that if you try to scale it up, it looks awful.
It looks like garbage. So the question is
So
though,
CCP
the,
is
the,
bootlegging all of
the
our
logos in
logos.
the logos in
Not-
the game are technically CCP property. So they could conceivably remove any depictions of death or skulls from those versions of the logo.
Right. We're not. I don't think we're really discussing the legality of it.
Right,
Because it's their game essentially, right? You put the files into their game.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want, really. However, the community implication of just going through and just deleting Alliance
I
logos,
agree,
like
yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
I mean-
I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate here.
But I mean, even with like the skins too, right? So like they have like they're like the headhunter skins or whatever in game. And I remember God, what was it? It was like a year and a half ago. They changed like the bloody hand skin, like they kind of modified it, and people like threw a fucking fit. Like I threw a fit,
it was.
and people were like,
because
"This isn't what I paid for." Like I
Yeah.
bought like the red and white got flipped, and this and that, and blah blah blah.
And
Like, I mean, even the headhunter
shrunk
skins.
they shrunk that bloody hand image,
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
it fit better on the ships. But people liked the original because it kind of wrapped around the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, so I know, like, I bought the Headhunter Tristan skin and I use it because it looks like a fucking skull on my Tristan. So they just got rid of it and it was just red with, like, I don't know, a white fucking teardrop or
A white
explosion or
bunny.
whatever. Like, yeah, like I would just be like super. I'd be like, I didn't pay
Actually,
for this. Like,
Rain,
I don't
you
want
would
to use
totally
this.
fly a skin with a bunny on it. I know
I
you
would. If I could put bunny ears on my Tristan, like, oh my god, sign me up. But yeah,
Squirrel
but like,
skins.
I mean, at the same time, like, I would be super pissed as like, you know, I
Yeah.
went and got Plex for this. I went and paid for it. Like, I would be like
you
livid
put effort
if they
in to
changed
get
it.
this certain thing, and when that thing is taken away from you, it invalidates the effort that you put in.
And so I feel like they can't even do that with some of the skins, at least for Tranquility.
I'm gonna do a shot.
Yeah, I honestly don't think anything will come of this, but it's funny to think about.
Well, and so what was it? These images are just you were saying on the image server, so they aren't implemented. We have no clue if they're actually doing away with this on Tranquility or not. I'm just.
Let me
I don't
reread
know.
the post. So the post reads, I've noticed a few changes to the module icons on CCP's image server. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if if they went through the game files and found it. I don't know if there's like a public CCP like image. Like I'm not by no means that computer savvy, so I couldn't tell you what that actually means. But
It's a content delivery network that serves up things like Alliance logos, Corp logos, the images. It's an image server.
right. So that's where they found those. The recent one anyway is where they found those. Now the original post from like last year, January or February timeframe, that's the one that looks like
Oh yeah, that was on
Yeah.
Singularity though. That was
those
or
were
Serenity.
changes
Serenity,
that
not
weren't
Singularity.
pushed. Yeah.
Serenity, yeah.
That was the Garistas. That was horrible. A lot of people.
It looks goofy.
It,
Yeah.
It looks like a cartoon.
Well, and the thing with Eve is the Garistas logo is probably, I would think,
wasn't
the
there a
most iconic
cartoon?
logo in the game, other than
I know. Yeah, I
just
know
the
exactly what
Eve
you're thinking
title
about. I'm
logo.
trying to remember the name.
Like a little green bunny with an eye patch?
I thought it was
Uh,
gray, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
Fuck. What's the name of that cartoon?
not Roger.
I'll remember it.
Green Bunny?
It's not green, it's gray. He's like a bandolier
No,
and
it's
shit.
green. Bucky
Oh.
O'Hare.
Oh yeah, that's
Bucky
right.
O'Hare.
Bucky O'Hare. It's a green like space-faring rabbit. He's like a space pirate. That's what the Chinese
Oh, no.
Guristas logo reminds me
It was
of.
in the
Bucky
Discord.
O'Hare.
I'll have to see if I can find it. I found the actual.
I'll put
image
it
off
in
of
the show notes.
Yeah, because Bunny linked the post from way back, and I got the image off of it.
That image is so shitty.
Yeah, I would.
Like
be
I wish
super-
somebody would have spent a little bit more time to maybe like, I don't want to say darken it up, but like make something better, or maybe that appealed to the designed audience. I don't know. I
found it.
Korea and Asia and Japan. Well, I don't know about Japan because I've never lived there, but Korea is weird when it comes to video games. Like, what they find appealing is different than what Americans find appealing. Like,
Yeah,
you
no, this
know.
wasn't Korea. Looking at the writing, so that Guristas logo, that was for the.
Oh
Chinese
my God,
server.
it looks
That's
like
definitely
shit.
for
It's
the Chinese
so.
server. Yeah.
I would not enjoy that. That's not Guristas to me.
Where are you
That's-
linking it?
I
Oh,
put
you
it in
linked
the
it.
in the chat, in the Twitch chat.
He's got half the fucking Twitch chat right now,
Oh.
looking up the actual Gristis logo, just trying to remember what it looks like.
Is that like
I've
the
had a-
Walmart
that's a
Guristas
cool
bunny?
logo,
Yep,
though.
No, the
it looks-
Guristas logo is awesome.
but
I actually carved a pumpkin
not
one year
Guristas.
with the Guristas logo. It was the Guristas logo and the pumpkin, and it looked fucking good. It's the only time I've ever posted on Reddit. I posted a picture of it, and people were coming. I got like 150 upvotes, and people were like, "Oh, I was thinking it was gonna be a meme, and it's actual legit good pumpkin carving."
Oh, Drayden, that was you?
Oh, did you see that way back then?
Oh, well, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was. I carved that at my sister's
Oh, nice.
house like 4 or 5 years ago or something. I was pretty proud of that one. Where are we at now?
I got a dip soon.
Oh, what
Oh,
about
right, yeah,
the
yeah.
I have to
Oh,
go
never mind.
kill people.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
People
In the
need to
game,
die.
right?
in
Sure.
the game?
Yeah.
In real life, just don't go on murder sprees, Drayden. What the fuck?
Only on the purge.
You realize what state I live in? Like, I'm pretty sure North Dakota can miss a couple of people.
No, they need all the population. they can
What's
get.
the third least populated state in the U.S.? Isn't it? Third or
There
second?
actually, North Dakota has a town that's 3 people, and I think they get like a representative for North Dakota government or some stupid shit like
Holy
that.
shit, that's awesome.
It's literally like 4 people.
Yeah, what is it?
That's
It's
so fucking
it's
cool.
like Wyoming's the least, and I think Maine is I think Vermont is the second least populated, and then I think it's North Dakota.
I'll see if I can find a link to that town because it's like they hold elections every 2 years for a new mayor, and it's the same guy who runs every year because there's 3 of them.
All 4 people get
I'm
to
like-
vote.
I'm like, shit, I'll drive down to this town and fucking own a town for 2 years.
How do I end the timeout?
But you have to hold residency or some stupid stipulation like that. Apparently, it's not like going to Vegas and becoming a pastor or something.
Oh, dude, you can do that online. I did it.
Right. I think mine's expired.
I did mine because we were having trouble finding an officiant for our wedding, so I was preparing to officiate my own wedding if I had to.
That'd be hilarious. You may now kiss me.
I actually consulted a lawyer to see if I could legally do that, and he said there's nothing in the Utah law books against it.
Can you go to a courthouse and just get that done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, we wanted a specific. So my wife does kind of the pagan thing, so she wanted a very specific thing.
Oh.
I didn't care either way, but
Oh, that's so cute.
So before we get into the Pittsburgh thing, Bob was just asking about that in chat. Let's just throw a quick thing out for Eve Uni, because we'll probably be talking about it for a bit.
We have a couple stuff to talk about, I thought. Oh no, we don't.
what
Holy
about
shit.
what about the Now I think this is legit for Korea, along the same lines as the skull thing. I saw something on Reddit about a timer that notifies you for how long you've been playing, and you might want to take a break.
In Eve?
It comes up in the little notification center.
Yeah, I
Nobody
saw
else-
it today.
nobody else see this?
Does
I
anyone
can't.
read
I
those?
can't wait. Being pissed off and sitting there throwing doomsdays
Imagine
at somebody,
this
and you get a
thing
pop
pinging
up that
you
says maybe you
every
shouldn't be playing
hour.
Eve anymore.
Maybe
Fuck
you should
you.
log
Don't
off
you
and
do-
take a break.
It's
Go
your fault
outside,
I'm
you
still
fucking
here.
neckbeard.
Kill yourself.
I know in a
Good.
lot of the Korean
Jesus.
games they have a little thing that pops up that tells you no, you need to like take a break, you fat piece of shit.
Because I think because the concern is legitimately that it's an actual problem in some Asian countries that people die playing video games because they just
Yeah.
play them for so long. So I think there's actually some legislation around this.
What was
No, wait, is that like the hydro bot that I've seen in Twitch chats where it's like, hey, have you drank enough water
You should
today?
drink some water. Yeah.
We should
So
get up and exercise.
I saw something on Reddit. I didn't look too deeply into it, but it was just a screenshot. Like in the little notification center where you see like your kill mails pop up or your friends come online or whatever. There's a notification that says you've been playing for X hours and XY minutes. You should probably take a break.
It's an hourly notification as far as I know.
It's hourly. Oh my
hourly?
God.
Who only plays a
Can
game
we
for an
post
hour?
the picture of Dirk? I don't know why. I've not even had half
Post the
bottle
one
of
I
wine.
put in Discord.
The picture of Dirk.
Oh yeah,
Post
hold
the
on.
one I put in Discord. In show notes, Drayden. Post that one.
So funny.
Let me
Or no,
find
wait,
it.
it's in Jaeger Photobomb.
Oh, there we go.
Speaking of, we should also link our Discord channel again.
Oh right, yeah, we do have a Discord. For anyone that missed it last week, OpenComms actually has a Discord now. We finally pulled Rain pulled the trigger. She's the
made
queen
me-
bee.
Like it's fucking hard to start up a Discord server. I don't know why it took you guys this damn long.
Yeah, we were because Lazy Bunny is now an official cast member. We got him on the intro, and Ray was saying, "Hey, let's give him the crew roles." I'm like, "All right, let's do it." And I like went to right click and give him the roles. I'm like, "I don't have the power to give crew roles."
You do. You should.
No, I have the
Anyway,
power to
I
give
don't-
every role except for crew because I think since
Fuck,
that's
I
the
don't-
highest rank.
Oh, I think I put it
Since you're the
specific
server
as
owner,
admin.
I think you're the
Yeah.
only one that's allowed to give those.
I am a Discord professional.
Yeah, it's probably to protect
You have to create a
your
role.
server
Are
Are
you
from
you-
getting
are you
taken from
Discord
you.
certified?
I do the REV Discord stuff, so I think I know something.
I'm so sorry.
You have to have a
do
role
the Eve,
higher
the
than-
REVE Discord.
You have to have a role higher than the role you're trying to give a role.
Yeah,
If
so,
that makes sense.
Yeah, so
It's
basically, since crew is
hierarchical,
the highest role other than server owner, I think only Rain can do those. She has the power.
Yeah. Because
But
I made the
she
server.
can set it up so that people in the crew role can give roles.
Can you?
She can do that. I know that's
She
a
probably
thing.
won't, because
I have my own.
it would only
Discord.
take
I don't
one
know if
after
you know
show
this.
before we had 10 more crew members. Because I've done that before. Just like, this person. I think there was one night for my TeamSpeak I gave 12 people co-host roles on my server, which is higher than admin on the TeamSpeak here. So.
I used to have a thing on my Discord where how some bots will award XP the more active you are in the Discord. You'll get like experience
I've
points.
seen that. There's a Pacific
like,
Northwest Discord, and I've leveled up
as-
a couple times.
Yeah, as you level up, you gain new roles and shit. So I did one in my Discord that if you leveled up enough, you would be granted server admin status.
What the
Nice.
fuck?
Just
So
spam
people
post, man.
somebody could just delete the Discord if they wanted to.
All these Dirk pictures at fucking Vegas are hilarious.
I haven't seen these. These are
There's
great.
another one at Jaeger Photobomb, yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to find. I don't know if I got. I think most of the pictures I took were mellow, and I was a little sad about that. Usually I'm better.
Pink lights can make anyone look good. Change my mind.
I think it was just
I
at
mean,
the
honestly-
cabana a
It's
bunch.
really true. It hides all the blemishes on your skin, like
Pink is like a fucking big dick energy light.
teal and
color.
coral.
You just gotta
Alright,
get some
so
pink.
since I'm on my fish tank hype, right? So a lot of fish look like actually horrible, and if you put them under pink light, they become like a completely different looking fish.
Yeah.
So a good example of this is Harlequin rasboras. Like without light, they're like these disgusting grayscale, almost see-through fish. But if you put them under pink light, they turn into like neon disco dance fish. They're neat. Also, you should get a fish tank.
I really want a fish tank. I want to like rescue goldfish and beta fish. But I also travel and you can't
Not in
just
the same
travel
tank.
with a fish. Well, obviously not in the same tank. I want to take care of fish.
Plus, goldfish should all die.
Wait, they should
Don't
die?
goldfish
Why?
die?
Goldfish-
Don't they die after like 3 months?
No, they can live for like 15 years.
Yeah, they can
Oh,
live.
seriously?
Why
just have to-
goldfish?
you
Why
have
not
to
get like a
take-
koi?
You have to take care of them.
Yeah, no one takes care of goldfish, and it's like
Mm.
I'm glad because goldfish are dumb.
Yeah, why get goldfish? Get like a koi or
Get a
Something.
beta fish. That motherfucker fights.
get a bunch of
Yeah, I've
fighting
actually
fish.
seen-
I,
Beta fish
want to get
fight.
rats.
They're
Rats
really
are the
boring.
best.
I have a fish tank.
Yeah, that
for
was
fighting fish.
the fucking thing on your street the other time. Man, you're like, "What's my favorite animal? Cat? No, rat."
It's a rat. Rats are honest to God great pets.
They're super
They're-
cute.
They're super smart, super friendly.
Yeah, and they're super cute. You just like do little.
They
pets.
are super cute. Yeah.
My
I used to-
I
my
had
s-
one that
my-
I taught how to spin around for a treat.
That's so cute. My sister's boyfriend has a snake, so he like just keeps mice, and I always play with him.
Before
I'm
the
all- and it
snake
makes
eats
me,
them.
like-
The feeder.
Well, it makes
feeder
me really
mice.
sad because he doesn't take proper care of them. So I'm like, well,
So-
fuck. Like someone has to show these poor
like-
creatures
So Rain
some
is
love.
like
Yeah.
Rain is like
So-
a mouse hospice care person
Well,
because
really,
she's like, before they
feeder
die.
mice. So my
plays with
my
them.
sister had a python for the longest time, and so she kept mice. But like feeder mice, they're not meant to be pets, so people don't take great care of them because they're
And
just going to be
it's-
eaten anyway.
And yeah, it's really frustrating too because it's like you should, regardless of what they're going to be used for, you should take care of them, right?
Yeah,
Like you don't want to
yeah.
keep like treat your food or whatever you're going to eat like shit because then obviously it's going to be shit to eat.
And actually, yeah. So at least snakes, they prefer like, yeah. If you don't take care of the mice, they become like lethargic and slow and dumb. And a snake will actually want something lively that it can chase around a bit. So yeah,
Yeah.
got to take care of your mice.
You know the number one killer of snakes?
Mice.
It's mice.
Sharks.
Mongoose.
Well, maybe a
Sharks.
mongoose, but mice will absolutely murder a snake because like
They
if
can
the
get
snake
mean.
doesn't know how to hunt,
Yeah.
then he'll just die.
Yeah, so
Rodents,
that's why
like-
when you feed a snake, you have to make sure you can't just leave. You can't just throw like a mouse in the cage. You take the snake out, put it in a separate cage, put the mouse with it, and wait until the snake kills and eats the mouse, and then put it back. Because if you don't, then the mice will actually kill the snake. Or like fuck it up enough to where it hurts itself.
Welcome to our EVE Online podcast.
Right. Yeah.
Well, with like feeder fish for like your big carnivorous fish, you're supposed to like quarantine them for a while and take really good care of them because like what your fish eats is what it becomes. It's weird.
Do fish gain the powers of other fish?
Well, there's a like type of fish that they mixed with jellyfish and they glow in the dark. Does that
Oh
count?
hell yeah!
Oh yeah. Bioluminescence. That shit's awesome.
I mean, it makes the fish kind of dumb and lethargic, but you know, they look cool. I
But
guess.
like, if I eat enough
we
shark,
should have invited Pitts on
will
the
I
show.
turn into a shark?
Why did we not do that?
I don't know, Pitts. Do you guys know?
I don't know Pitts.
Like,
Who
Like,
the
hey-
fuck?
hey, bro, never heard of me, but I'm
well,
talking to you. Come on my
let's
show,
let's
this is
we could
fun.
that was a glorified segue. We could just roll right into it. Pittsburgh. I didn't
I
didn't
that
know
was
the
his
guy.
boss for a while.
Drayden, bravo! God damn.
Look at how good
that
I am at
segue,
this.
man.
I know it's just
My
jarring
pants just got
and
tighter.
horrendous. I'm even gonna do one better. We're gonna break up this segue and do a shot, and then we'll get back into it.
Hold on, I'm out of sweet tea.
I finished off my wine.
You drink a whole bottle of wine already?
It was. I mean, I started early, so well, yeah, probably a whole bottle.
It was
Wait,
funny.
is
Everyone
Pitts
was...
here?
No, Pitts isn't here.
I'll
What the
Discord
fuck?
message
He
him.
doesn't even
Oh,
watch our
if
show.
if you can get him on,
Report him. No, tell him
If
he's
you can
not
get him on,
welcome.
yeah.
Banned.
Banned. Doesn't watch our show.
We'd like
Who the fuck
to-
would not watch this glorious fucking masterpiece?
This is
So-
my favorite Eve podcast.
You mean Fish Podcast?
Fish podcast, yes.
yeah, it's a
Eve is
good-
Eve is kind of a.
We'll talk about fish.
uh,
well,
Shelby, you should have set up your
submarine
camera and
simulator.
just point
yeah, it's
it
a
at your
submarine
fish tank.
simulator, so
I
it's
can.
in space water,
Oh.
which could be like space fish, and therefore ships in Eve are fish.
Why aren't there fish in space? We got to get max singularity on this.
There could be
You know, a lot of fish can breathe air,
if you
like whales.
Why
Like
don't
beta
they?
fish.
They
Wha-
do.
what's
whales
my
are
bit rate
fish
going
that
down?
can breathe air.
Mm.
Whales aren't
Ah.
fish, they're mammals.
No, beta
That's-
fish can do it.
That's the joke, Rain. Thank you.
You too.
Oh, hold on, I gotta change my bit rate down. It's no, I don't. We're getting some frame rot.
We totally need some
frame
space
drops, but
Frame rot. I like the term frame rot.
rot.
Copyright Drayden Trover 2019.
Frame rot. That's a pots and pans fleet.
That's a great term, actually. We don't drop frames, we rot frames, baby.
They decay. Well, it is a slow decay. It goes from green to yellow to red. That's what OBS is
It's
looking
entropy,
like. So.
brother.
But quick
Maximum
breakdown.
entropy.
Johnny Pugh's here. What's up, man? So
Hi, Johnny.
quick breakdown. So I wasn't on the fleet when this happened. And Blazing's muted, damn, because he's the one guy that knows.
No, he wasn't. If you look at the battle report, there's no PanFam on there, I'm pretty sure.
Then maybe it's a different one, because I remember that we had a drop on some.
This was literally in the last week.
I'm
during
thinking of the
on that fleet.
initiative
No,
dread bomb that we
no,
dropped on. Okay,
nope.
so this is a different one. So the details of the fleet I'm unsure of, but essentially Goon Swarm, led by Pittsburgh, was dropping on a fleet, or dropping a dread bomb somewhere, got annihilated, lost 250 billion, and the guy was then told to, and he's been a long time FC. Apparently he's been with Goons for 6 years, or with the
The
Corp
FC
he's
was
been in.
named Pittsburgh, and he
Yeah,
was
Pittsburgh.
told. So he was told that apparently because of this failed dread bomb, and so like by failed dread bomb I mean I believe it was like close to 300 bill in lost dreads. So it was
XIX.
Imperium, yeah, Imperium dropping on XIX. I believe they managed. I thought they killed one Titan or one Super, but then they lost everything else. They got really close, but there were some fuck ups in the fleet apparently, and so they lost. Like whatever, no big deal. Like shit happens. It was really neat to see like a dread bomb fail, like potentially almost won. But anyway, they lost. So in response to this, apparently Pittsburgh was asked to leave, and they said if he didn't leave, then that they would kick his entire corp. So they gave him that option, and so he opted to leave, letting his corp know. He said, "No, you guys don't have to follow me. You can stay, do whatever you want," and he left. But he's been in FC, I believe it was 6 years, based on whatever his Evu said.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he's been in
pretty
the
active in
Imperium for
Oh, Blaze
the
Blade.
CFC, yeah. So,
So-
it wasn't just that; it was they from the Fortizar they staged in, dropping on the people they did. It was a mix of all that, plus saying some other things. So you could read Pittsburgh's own words in the thread, and then the screenshots. So it's like that.
So
So
details of the
Drayden linked the thread.
I
Yeah.
did link the thread. I'm a little shocked that, I mean, Goons have had worse losses than this in fleets. Why?
I think it was more I don't know. I can't understand the reasoning for it, but it was the thing that makes it the most wild is if you look at Goon fleet pings, if you have access to such things, and you can see who has done most of the activity, and it's like Pittsburgh, and they've already lost Kindar to leaving and making his own alliance. They're they purged Pittsburgh now. I mean, what's the drive here? Like, I'm very curious to know what the thought process of Goon leadership is
trying to
pushing out
figure out,
actual active FCs.
I think Shelby's trying to get a hold of Pittsburgh right now to see if he wants to come on, because I would love to have him
I
on.
think he's asleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn it.
Bob PM'd him. He sits in our Discord now,
Okay.
or a couple of our Discords. So
I think the other thing too is because someone pointed out how because XIX and Goons I don't believe are blue in game, but XX is part of Legacy. Legacy and Goons obviously have like a history of working together, and so I remember like looking at work today. I was looking at my corp chat, so I'm in habit of PL, and they were talking about like, oh, I should Photoshop like Goons and Tess like conspiring together. I'm like, hey, I have this picture of the Mittani and Pro God Legend talking at Vegas. Do you guys want it? So I linked it to them. So they've been spamming me all day with links of like shitty quotes and memes and shit of like Pro God and Mittens whispering to each other.
It's a
It's
cute
just like-
photo.
Wait, did you see it?
Yeah, you showed it to us. It's a cute photo.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
He held it up. It was like a.
Happy with it. It was also really funny because I think at the time, like NC Dot members were putting stickers on everyone's back, so it was like Mittani with an NC Dot sticker, and then like CCP Rise with an NC Dot sticker. Random
See,
shit
the,
like
the
that.
sad thing is, I had the
Oh, yeah,
NC
we
Dot
were
shot
tagging people
glass
over.
that lady gave. She literally gave me it that night that we did the OpenCom show, and I brought that to the table because I was like, then we can get Matani to do shots out of an NC shot glass, and it ended up missing, and I don't know what happened to it, and I'm hoping Matani took it. I don't think he did, but
So it's just weird, like, and with the game the way it currently is, with I would say nullsec stagnating, but like I'm currently kind of involved in a weird conflict, war, etc., whatever you want to narratively call it. But like, is purging a really a competent, active FC really the best course of action? That's what diplomats are for, if that's really what the issue was. But otherwise, like, what is the justification there? They think you just replace somebody with the notoriety? I don't know. Throwing away somebody who's worked for you for 6 years is just bad business practice, in my opinion. But then again, I don't run an alliance, so
yeah. And especially for what they did. I mean, if it ended up being a drop that they weren't supposed to do, and what was it, XAX lost one Titan, I'm sure Goons could be like, oh, sorry, our fuck up, we'll replace the Titan. Not a big deal for them. I mean, it's easier to replace the Titan itself than to pay for it, because it's even like with the amount of stuff they farm and delve, it's like building a Titan or giving away a Titan is nothing.
Well, and I would understand it more if like the drop actually was successful. Like instead of losing 300 billion dreads, if they had like killed 300 billion Titans or something like that, then like, oh yeah, like dude, you royally fucked up and you killed a shit ton of our allies. Like fuck you, you're leaving. Like I could maybe understand that. Also, hi DJ. You should be doing something, shouldn't you?
And or the fact if it was for the loss, because 250 billion of dreads is. No one should be getting kicked from an alliance for a lot, not from a big block alliance for that. I mean, that's not that big of a loss. That could be replaced pretty easily, especially for Imperium. None of the reasons that were listed in this in the post make any sense to kick someone that has that kind of tenure at all. I don't understand it. But And he replied in this thing that, I mean, obviously he left on his own. There was one post in here as well that someone was saying that they're surprised that that his corp didn't leave with him. I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of people who like, they'll always stay with like whatever's easiest in the game. They'll never like stand up to some bullshit like that. I've seen it time and time again with people. Did you just do a shot without a straight on? What the fuck?
No, that was water.
You did a shot of water?
Yeah. No.
I'm drinking a gallon of sweet tea.
Let's do a shot. Sorry, I'm just used to that.
Shot to.
It's a habit from the old days.
Bombs.
I'm gonna go see if we have another bottle of wine.
Oh man. So you guys were posting all those wine pictures in the Discord, and I was at the store, and I was.
Did you like my cheese sauce packet drink, Drayden?
Yeah.
That's why
you can't even hear me. You can't even hear me now. But I was when you posted that, I thought it was Capri Sun until someone made a mention of it, and I took a closer look.
Joke.
Yeah, I got it. It's
okay. I'm gonna go see if we have one.
Whoosh.
I'll be right back.
I'm just wondering how the hell Manic heard what I was saying when he had his headset off. Is the headset just for show?
Maybe it's like he has speakers and a headset.
He's psychic.
Obviously. Maybe he just reads lips really well.
What if we find out he's been deaf this entire time?
No, reading lips is actually super difficult. You want to do a shot, Drayden?
Let's do a shot. I'll call it out this time.
Is Blazing gonna do a shot or drink his coffee? Shots.
I think that's just a whole cup of whiskey. Wild turkey or whatever his drink is.
I think he ran out of that.
Did he? Was that a one-time thing? I thought it was his drink of choice.
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't run out yet.
Oh,
I used the last little bit to make this. Sorry, I'm trying to.
No,
it's right now.
Trying to coordinate.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
A little bit.
We thought you were taking off already. So if you're just doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably drop here, friends. Thanks. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Flying the Foon of Death.
Nice.
Right, take care, dude.
All right, see you, man.
Deuces.
All right, so I did have a 3 camps. Okay, so now it's almost good.
We need another person on camera with a dog. What the fuck?
I have dogs, but
Where's the dog? Post dog.
They're hard.
I feel like someone pinged the stream out to PL because all the PL idiots are here. Fuck you, Tachi.
Whoa. Be careful. Tachi's the best CSN elect you've ever seen.
Tachi's a fucking cute girl, but also toxic as shit.
Did me and Tachi Snapchat?
Dude, that's gay.
I mean, wouldn't you be gay for Tachi? Have you seen him?
Her?
Him?
Her.
Inuishi,
Him.
thanks for the resub,
Her.
man.
Him.
Her.
Okay, her.
Her. Yeah. See. Yeah, I'm gay.
All right, sure.
Shut
The
up.
only thing,
Overman. You can crop me again, or you can look at my beautiful background. Dude, have you seen my Simi? Yo, I got a Simi IRL. Hold up. I gotta make sure, like, because I'm not really wearing pants. Hold on.
Do you want me to hop on camera?
I
Alright,
can't reach my
go and
Simi.
send the
One
invite. I
second.
gotta turn some lights on.
Rain, you could replace that back window with a fish tank.
I could. Look at my Simi. Whoosh.
is that the 3D printed one you got?
Yeah.
Wait, who's in your room?
What?
Oh, when you went across, you like looked up and it looked like you said something. Oh, I'm sorry. Like I thought you.
Oh my god.
I was like, who's there?
Camera.
Hold on.
I was like, what the fuck? I thought like people do that to me when I play horror games.
Oh
Look
shit.
at this Simi. So this is from Locavol. Locavol just had his kid. I believe it's his daughter. I forget her
Oh,
name.
nice. Give
She's
me a
super
sec, Dom.
cute, but yeah. Like a Jebby.
Like a
Shut up,
Jebby. That sounds like
Overman.
a song.
Jebby's from fucking. He's Eve Scout. He's a streamer.
I guess I'm thinking like a G6, but like a Jebby. Okay, where's that link? I'm working on it.
What happened?
Oh no, I'm getting we lost Blazing. He had stuff to do, but we're gonna bring Dominar.
On camera?
Yes,
Nice. Dom's good people.
that's plural.
Yeah, that's how the saying goes.
Alright.
Ryan,
What's
I
up?
just Snapchatted Tachi again. It's definitely a man.
No.
Man,
I
I can
can,
down there.
boyfriend.
I can confirm this.
What?
Look,
Oh,
Tachi
Jebby's
equals
E-vlog.
What are you doing
Tachi's a
down there?
girl. He's a cute girl.
Did you say he's
Hey,
a
did you
cute
send
girl?
the invite?
She's a cute girl.
Yeah,
You
it's
said
I
he's a
sent you a
cute
DM in
She-
Discord.
Oh, Discord. Okay.
It's that
I
thing.
will argue
Okay.
about this all day.
So this is my window. There's nothing but my window. But this shit, you guys see this shit right here? My mom's like, "Oh, we should get like this wooden branch thingy and put it above your."
Someone was
I'm like,
asking
"Whatever,
earlier, what
Mom."
is that above your closet?
Yeah, it's this fucking like it's a stupid ass wood thing. Look at it.
I-
It's stupid.
I
There's a
said it was a
butterfly on
very-
the end.
I said
It's
it was a
very
pipe
interesting
snake.
shape.
I said it was a pipe snake.
It's
I thought it
literally
was a
just
pipe
like
snake.
Yeah, just like one of those fuzzy things that you do arts and crafts
high
with.
enough
And
to where I can't like get it down. So I'm just
it's
like
too
whatever.
high.
My mom wanted to decorate.
Rain's
my
got my
apartment.
portrait behind her on her wall.
I do.
you?
Right there. Yeah, hair
Yeah.
right there. And it says,
That's me.
at Chocolate Rain, roses are red, my Tristan is blue, I have a bottle of Quaif, let's screw. It's romantic.
I can't take credit for that. That was all Sutonia.
He said that and you wrote it out.
Wow, that's pretty good.
It was because you were I think it was during the AT
Oh, I'm sorry.
or something.
Shit, I just
And-
almost started
but
the
you were
intro.
watching-
Sorry for the
oh, God,
jerk.
I can't remember what it was, but he suggested that in my Twitch chat, and I held it. You were
Yeah.
watching my stream, but you were doing something else, and so I held up that sign to try and get your attention, and he
Oh
gave
my
me the idea
God.
for what to write.
Oh my god. And then you mailed it to me or gave it to me. It was
I gave it to
amazing.
you at Vegas 2016.
That was your first Vegas,
God,
right?
no, that was my second Vegas.
Dude, that was
Oh,
like
you're
a
doing the
pretty
thing. Okay,
smooth
yes, that was
transition.
my first Vegas. I was explaining that joke to my wife and daughter the other day. How like every time we see each other, we always joke that it's our first event and we're both meeting each other for the first time.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
only because I was blackout drunk when we first met and I 100%
You
don't
don't
remember.
I
Actually, I think I do remember. I remember being like, this man's really attractive. I don't know his name. And then, like, that was it. Because apparently I,
am
also
really
met
attractive.
Dirk my first Vegas. Don't remember that either. I just
Yeah,
remember
the-
getting to a limo with a bunch of strangers. And then we ended up at, like, a Diplo show at a club. So,
the
which is a classic first Vegas experience. Sorry, Jane, go on.
no, it's just I do the same the whole thing with Panda, because obviously the first time you and Panda were in Vegas, I don't know if it was your guys' first Vegas, but when you met Dirk
It was.
and then you met Dirk and I came over and met you guys. That was before you guys even started coming on the show. And
Yeah, I don't remember meeting you guys at all.
yeah, it was just a quick thing at the Heart Bar, and then after that, then you guys started. I think in like January, you guys started coming on the show. Then we did the Vegas after that, and that's when I met Panda like the first time that I actually remembered, And then the year after that, it was a slip of the tongue. I meant to say it's nice to meet you again, but I was like, it's so nice to meet you. And she's like, we've met before. And I was like, well, yeah. And so now every time we see each other,
But it's still cool to me.
yeah, no, every time she never lets me live it down. Every time I see her now, she's like, it's so nice to meet you. Fuck.
Oh my god. And then she got $500 of ginger whiskeys from you.
God damn. There's so no, she got like
Ginger whiskey
100.
smells good.
150 maybe, I don't know.
I
I didn't
remember the
realize
first
you could
time I
reuse the
met you,
cups.
Drayden.
I didn't know you could reuse the cups. And I just kept buying new cups every
Jesus.
time.
Throw away this hard
The hard plastic cups that apparently you buy one, it's expensive, then you refill it, it's cheaper. Just tossing them in the garbage, buying whole new ones every time. I bought 5 of those goddamn things that night.
Jesus, dude. I just remember the first time I met Drayden. So like I was like got to Vegas, sat down, I was fucking exhausted, and I'm like eating food, and like Dirk comes over and he's like, oh my god, Rain, and gives me a hug, and I'm just like, holy shit, like what the fuck? And then like I meet Drayden because we go over to the hard bar, and Drayden stands up, and it's just like this giant thing, and he's like, Rain, and he's, like,
I didn't say it like that.
Drayden
and
and
I
Brisk
was, like,
are
light
much taller than
flashing
I ever
before
thought
my
they were.
eyes,
Yeah.
like as Drayden gives me this massive fucking bear hug. It was hilarious.
Yeah,
What are you? What? 7'8", Drayden?
Yeah,
I mean
he's super
a little bit
He's like
more, but
6'10".
no,
No,
I'm
he's
6'6".
Really tall. 6'6"? No, you're
Yeah,
taller than that.
no, I'm 6'6".
I'm
Shrunk
6'3".
then.
You've easily got about 5 inches on me.
I wear platforms. I mean, it's
Well, you know what? You pull it off very well.
my style. No,
No judgments. here.
nobody's ready for how tall I like. It doesn't matter how many times I say how tall I am, but no one's ready for it when they actually meet me, except for
And you,
other
you
tall
met Ozil,
motherfuckers
right?
like Sadists or.
Brisk is the one that really surprised me.
Brisk
I
is
don't
Same
know.
pretty
here.
tall.
I did not
He
picture him
isn't
tall
that tall
either.
to me. Like he's
I
tall,
mean,
but he's not like, oh my
Anybody
god.
that's taller than me freaks me out because I'm 6'3". So it's rare that I meet somebody taller
Yeah.
than me. But Drayden and Brisk are both taller than me.
Yeah,
I
Cork.
don't, I don't
You
know.
met
When
Ozil, right?
when I
From
always
Cork?
looked at
Yeah,
Brisk on
yeah,
Twitter,
Ozil's
I
tall
always
as fuck.
assumed he was shorter.
Is he tall as you? He's almost as tall as you. isn't
I think he was actually at this last Vegas. I didn't know he was going to be there. I was surprised to meet him there. But I think I got an inch or two on him.
he? Inch or two.
We're pretty close in
Both
height.
are monsters.
It's
I mean,
close.
just not
Yeah, I
tall
mean, like
as you.
I can look. We're pretty much eye to eye for the most part.
Thanks,
Hent-
hentai is
Hentai's
in
in
art
art
form.
form.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
the
the
sub.
sub.
Rip
Nice.
Brother Bob, relevance never to 2019. I just think it's really funny too, because like I feel like Eve players are either like gigantic tall or they're just like abnormally short. And there's
Yeah.
a few Eve players where like they weigh
We've got
less than me, like
sexy
dudes,
tall elf
like way
men
less than
and then
me.
short dwarf
Hobbits.
men.
Yeah, Cork.
And I
Cork.
just feel like
Cork
there's
is
some
a.
Eve players where like I have to be careful hugging them or I'm just gonna like break them because they're like so small and fragile. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude.
In
Yeah.
in Vegas 2018, my wife made the comment. She was looking around. It was our first day there, and she looked around and she leaned over to me and she's like, "I'm surprised at how many hot guys there are here."
There are a lot of hot Vegas
Eve
guys.
players are
Eveners
fucking hot.
Fucking hot, yeah.
The Cork has got is another one that is I
Cork
think
is
he comes up
gorgeous.
to my belly button, and he was a little scared. I think.
No, Corky's a good dude though. Like Corky's like
Well, yeah,
he has the best
Cork
hugs.
is legit awesome. I love Corky. You still out in chat, Corky? I love you, bro.
he's there. Yeah. Awkward silence.
Was
Let's
it
go
awkward
back to
silence?
talking
Yeah,
about
no,
hot
if you want
Sorry.
guys.
Hot.
You guys want to see some hot guys?
Hot guys at Vegas kind of derailed us
Rain,
there.
DM me pictures of hot dudes.
I'm gonna just send you selfies.
Do we just do like
Okay.
a slideshow? We should have set up a PowerPoint thing. We just do a slideshow of.
Can I just say,
hottie dudes.
Manic was super bro because like Delana had the hottest dress at Vegas,
God
and I'm like,
damn.
Sexy.
Delana, can I take a picture with your tits and your cleavage? And she's like,
you
yeah.
legit groped her.
And Manic took some pictures of me and Delana's chest. And I can't share them because, first of all, it's super rude. I'm not going to do that to Delana, but she looked really fucking nice. And for those of
She's
you who missed
gorgeous,
it,
yeah.
you should fucking suck her dick. So,
Yeah.
Suck Delana's
I
dick.
felt bad because there's so many times I was doing selfie. There was one I posted on Twitter, and it was me and Miss Moses. And it's just like, hey, it's so. And I have a terrible habit with this, and it's because of how tall I am. I'm like, let's do a selfie, And so I hold the camera. It's like I'm so tall, so the angle is always coming down. So it's not just like if you have even a small bit of cleavage, it's gonna be extended because
It's
my arm
accentuated
to get.
because of how
I'm so
high up you
tall
are.
that I'm coming from a top angle that it's going right down
Your
into
height
the
just
shit.
makes you a natural perv.
Yeah, it's unintentional perviness, and because I put the it's like, hey, it's me, and I don't even pay attention
You
to it. I put
pervert.
the thing out. It's like it's me and Miss Moses. She's like, oh god, that angle.
The one you took really isn't that bad though. I
It
think
was-
that's just
well-
her own. She's getting up in her own head. It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's just one of those.
Nana,
It's like,
did
hey,
we
I'm.
take selfies at Vegas?
Did we take self? I'm
don't
sure I
think
got a couple.
so.
No, none. Jeez,
I got a couple of good
sacrilege.
pictures of you guys doing the show. They're all kind of all congregate up there.
The show was
Just-
weird.
I
I had fun.
I got a selfie with Delana. I
was-
God damn it. No. We have one outside the karaoke bar.
The show was weird because we got cut early.
Oh.
We got cut early, and I think it was I guess it was
Sent you a bunch
people.
of pictures.
I thought it was because
Yeah, send me pics.
Dopamine wasn't happy with what was going on, but I think it was because everyone out
It
in
was,
the
I
back.
think it was because Sword Dragon got super
It-
sloshed.
It
That
was,
is-
It
that-
was.
There was a
be-
combination of a lot of things.
so
wasn't it?
well.
That was my. It was a multiple thing. So Dirk was
It
super
was.
hammered. when
It
he
was
came in.
multiple things, and it was CCP, not Burger. Who's
Dopamine.
the? No, it was not Dopamine. Redhead with a beard.
Hillmont?
Avalon.
Not Avalon. Damn it.
Merker?
Not Merkur.
Blue screen?
Maybe blue. It was probably blue screen.
Um,
So I was just told that the brand manager of Eve, I think it's blue screen, was very upset with the Open Comms show at Vegas. I've probably said too much already. Forget I said anything.
Well, no. The thing was, so Dirk came on. He got super drunk, and so then they shifted us early. And then it was me and Rain came on, and it was you and Sort. Well, at first it was Antiquarian and Rise, and I was thrown for a loop because Antiquarian and Rise was supposed to be Dirk and Brisk guests, so I had no questions for them. So I was trying to wing it, and
You
I
did good. I watched our VOD. We did really good.
That's good, because I didn't. But I was like, I have no questions for these guys, and I was like, I didn't. The questions I came up with were not even pertinent to this Vegas at all. It was more like, what's CCP's release schedule in the future? This was like old shit, but it's like, hey, I'm half drunk myself trying to come up with stuff on the fly. So we did that, and then Manic and Sort comes on, and Sort's like Dirk 2.0 at this point. Because he
Sort
was
got rowdy.
smashed the
I
fuck.
was
got out of
totally just
control.
like shitting.
Yeah,
up
we
the
actually-
stream. I was people. So I had people coming up to me the next day. So there's a point. I don't know if the VOD is still available, but there's a point where Dirk comes up to the table and I get into his face and I'm like, Dirk, I will jump over this fucking table. Come at me.
Wait,
People were
really?
coming up to me the next day. I mean, I was totally joking. I was totally
I
joking.
didn't. Oh, I didn't
But-
know that.
Oh,
but
yeah,
people-
I remember that.
People
yeah,
came
yeah.
up to me the next day and they were like, "What did Dirk do that pissed you off so much?" And I was like, "I was totally just like joking for the show."
It's called
like,
acting.
yeah. People were
Called
legit
acting.
concerned that I was mad at Dirk for some reason.
And then, we were doing shoeies.
Did the pop rocks and shot thing.
Oh
for
yeah,
Pop
yeah, yeah.
Rocks.
The
shit
G
was
the G
so
Fleet stuff.
good.
That was cool because I was
Let's
glad
just do
that
another recap
wish
of
that-
Vegas.
I wish that Anna and Holger were there to do them with us. They had to leave early, but they're the two that run G Fleet, and they were on the cruise with us, and it was Holger's birthday, and we were supposed to do those shots with them, and I missed that. I guess they put it out on the general group chat thing, and I missed his birthday shots celebration. I was a little sad about that. But then they brought him down there, and he's like, "We'll show you how to do it," and we did that. But yeah, so it was a mix of like Dirk being drunk, Sort being drunk, but then also I guess there was people in the back crowd that were getting too rowdy or making there was
Dirk,
something going.
it was Dirk making a lot of noise. He was. and
Well,
he was
I know
getting very
Dirk was doing that, but I
confrontational.
guess they were saying there were other people that were doing things that around the equipment that they were just like, okay, we got to cut it, and so they cut us off half an hour early, which isn't too bad for Vegas, I guess.
Can I just say, like, I know we talked about last week about how I got sick because of the challenge Headliner challenged me to. But can I just say Headliner is the best wingman ever, and if you ever want to kiss a lot of people, you just challenge someone to a game of chicken. You say, bro, I gotta kiss you. It's a game of chicken, dude. Like, I need to win. And like that's how
I've never
you
heard of
kiss
it called
people.
chicken.
So it's called gay chicken, right? Like, so the theory
It's called
is
gay chicken.
so it's two dudes going to kiss each other, and the first one to like pussy out and not kiss is chicken, right?
It's
Oh.
like old. It's
That
like an
wouldn't
old
work in this
Chicky
group.
run from
Yeah, yeah,
like the
yeah.
1950s.
All you have is a bunch of guys making out.
Yeah,
Oh.
but that's what it turns into, right? So if you're like, bro, I want to kiss a bunch of dudes, you're just like, fuck it. I'm gonna challenge my friend to chicken, and then we're just gonna make out with dudes. That's what Headliner did. So Headliner, shout out, best wingman ever. I got to kiss a bunch of cute dudes. It was also really weird because I got really sick, and so did they. So I'm super sorry.
You caught something.
Caught something.
Caught the fucking pandemic legion.
That needs to be
There-
the
there
next
is a cure for
epidemic.
that.
You're supposed to love
Just,
that.
oh, you got that PL? Fuck. That's the nasty shit.
Yeah, screwed. Yeah.
The doctor writes it down on the clipboard.
Yeah, just
Diagnosis.
infected
pandemic
with
legion.
PL, no cure, quarantine
Forever.
forever.
Do not undock.
Shit. Oh, shots. Damn, I'm so used to just like randomly taking shots.
Shots.
The reason for that is because usually like it's during a Dirk rant and I'm like, I can't be like, everyone stop. Shots. So I don't do that. So I'm just like, fuck it, just drink one.
I'm on my 2nd gallon of sweet tea.
I've
a
got
lot
some
of sweet tea,
lemon
man. Is that
ginger
safe?
juice.
So I got two
Is-
things. to
does-
show you.
does sweet
I-
tea
I
have
got this
adverse
bottle of
effects?
Tito's here
Brand new?
came with its own little poncho.
Yeah. Like, what are all these sweaters? I'm not getting any of these.
You didn't get this?
No. Where do you get those?
Like a Tito's sweater. They kicked
Just
ass.
comes on the bottle?
It just came on the bottle. Yeah.
I just get the little paper thing that says they've won some award.
Well, they like us better out here. We drink more.
Goddamn Iowans.
Just-
That's because you
just
grow
look at
corn.
rain.
That's because it's a perk because you guys grow the corn they make the vodka out of.
It's a good weekend. Also, Dom, are you going to the Iowa game?
We grow potatoes.
No. I thought about going to the
You
Iowa
can
State
make
game. But,
booze out of potatoes.
oh,
So-
I'm going in.
Yeah, not
My
good
friends
vodka.
are convinced me to go tailgating tomorrow, and I've literally never been tailgating. So I have and I'm going tailgating in Iowa City during the Iowa Minnesota game. And I have no
You're gonna
idea
have-
what
you're
to
gonna
expect.
have a
blast.
Have fun
gonna
with
have a
that.
blast.
Wait.
Well, so we have the charity event, right? So I'm going down to Iowa City, and then I'm driving back and driving back down again. And it's like
Are you
50
driving yourself?
Just take your
Yes.
stuff with you. Take your stuff with you and
I
change
would
it
take
down
an
I
there.
can't do
Uber.
the stream or the game.
I would take an Uber.
No. So we're gonna tailgate. I got a 6-pack of White Claws, so there's no way I can get drunk.
There'll be lots
No,
of
I'm going
people
tailgating. I brought the White Claws,
Driving
guys. Don't
back
worry about it.
means no traffic,
That's the
and then I'm
best
driving
White Claw
after-
ad ever. If you're worried about getting drunk, just drink
Dude,
White
you could
Claw.
tailgate forever and never get drunk. Our 1% boost.
Bob, I just said I was going to a college game tomorrow, you dickbag. So yeah, I'm going to the Iowa game tomorrow. So I have to
Dickbag.
drive back after the charity event. So we're gonna do pew-pews and shit. I'm not gonna drink during that. Drive back, and then I have no idea what's gonna happen because it's Iowa City.
Well, hopefully the Hawkeyes beat the Gophers. That'd be great.
Yeah, but
Iowa
like
City, like-
Give 'em a
Iowa
loss.
City game day, game night, like I might die. I don't know.
Wait.
the
College
Hawkeyes
guys
So
are gonna
win,
just fucking give
Iowa
me a
City
run
will
for my
be
money.
nuts that night.
University
I
of
know.
Iowa. It's weird. I want to say
Top
U of I, but
five
when I
part-
think of U of
top-
I think of University of Idaho.
5 party schools in the U.S. That is.
Oh, hold on. I think University of Idaho is one of those top ones.
No, dude, it's Iowa.
Maybe not top
University
party
of
schools,
Iowa,
but top drunk
5
schools. Yeah.
party schools.
Like University
it's
of
gonna be
Idaho, they
rowdy.
actually got moved down from Division 1 to Division 2 football because they were so bad.
They're so pathetic.
They were awful. They were almost always one of the worst college teams in Division 1 football every year. And the whole school knew it, and they would, the thing is, like, I went to a couple of their games, and you would go there, and by halftime, the stadium was empty because people just went there to tailgate and party, and then they'll just watch football, and they don't care that their team is down, 67-2. I mean, that's not a real football score, but,
Yeah, but I know what you mean.
I mean, because we'd never get a safety. That doesn't exist.
Okay, stop.
Um,
Let's carry on.
Sorry, but they always say our drinking team has a football problem because they never win.
Yeah, I might die tomorrow. So if you guys don't hear from me, just know it was worth it. And if I got in a car accident, it was totally the other guy's
Can
fault.
I have your stuff?
Yeah, well, I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say,
have
yeah,
my
just
stuff.
just
I'll
send
give you my password.
send me your. Don't give it to Manic. Give it to me.
You don't even play, Drayden.
Psh,
You're
I
skipping
logged in.
Fleet right now. Clearly, Blazing Bunny Dish should probably go off.
That's
on
because
us.
I can't because if I went on
Oh,
Fleet.
Shelby, what the fuck?
It was annoying me.
Why?
Talking and I
the
couldn't see it.
announce your resub. Oh, you
can't see
gifted
my
Rain a
name.
sub. Oh,
Yeah,
Rain,
'cause
now
it-
you
it
can
wa- it,
post
like,
without
wasn't
permission.
badged.
You could post
It,
if
like,
you're a sub.
didn't have
no.
a badge. It bothered me.
That's,
But
yeah, I don't pay Twitch money. Yeah.
oh,
Shut up, Todd.
it even does sounds for follows. Shit, what was I just gonna say? Damn it! I had a thought and your gifted sub reset my brain.
Hey, did
Drink
we
some more,
talk
you'll come
about
back.
everything? Did we talk
Oh,
about everything?
right.
We actually talked about everything. What the fuck?
Yeah, we did.
We covered.
It was so
everything
funny
we
because-
Wait, we
intended
didn't talk
to.
about
yelling
Eve
each other?
Uni. We have to talk about Eve Uni.
Oh, Eve Uni, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
We did
actually
the Goon
skipped that.
drama.
Okay, yeah, Dirk was saying, don't blow all of your content tonight because you need it for tomorrow. It's like, Dirk, we're going to Rome tomorrow. He's like, that Rome will be dumb. Get out of here, boomer. We're going to go fly some spaceships. We don't need content. Whoops.
So anyway, so Eve Uni is like reworking on their wiki page. So linking this tweet from Liz Lizardbreath. So if you want to click there, and then she has a link within there as well as if you want to retweet it. They're looking for people to make like minor changes, major changes to be able to help out and revamp their Eve wikis. I know this is all player driven, so Eve University is actually like referred to by CCP as like sort of this like all-encompassing guide for things. I've given guides to Eve Uni. I know other people have given presentations, speaking events, in
You did a whole
PSI
class
rooms.
one time.
Yeah, I did a advanced I think it was advanced logic class with them. So no, we did not cover Redemption Road. I was thinking about that though. So make sure you check out EVNE. See if there's anything you can help with. If so, great. If not, just retweet it or share it with your friends. I mean, it's all community driven. What Liz Lizardbreath again is mentioning is Redemption Road. So that's Grey Gal's public roaming events, which have been recognized by CCP as like the #1 player retention tool for keeping new players in the game. So she runs
Shouldn't
these.
they have the #1 tool?
No. So Eve Uni is a really good resource, but Grey Gal actually like her events like help. So people who go on her events are more likely to stay in the game. And so her next actual roam is this Sunday at 2000, leaving out of Berta, Berta. So if you are around, make sure you check that out. It's 100% new bro friendly, but it's also 100% friendly to veteran players. So if you've never flown Logi before, if you've never flown Scouting before, you've never flown like EWAR before, it's a really great way to check that out. If you're a new player and you're just like, hey, I want to try this out because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, check that out because she will teach you how to fly on a fleet, which I know a lot of like alliances are getting away from. Like, you still have those new bro alliances, but if you want to try that out without committing to an alliance, check out Grey Gal's fleet. I did not link that in chat. Hold on. How do I copy a link? Fuck, I hate the new Twitter.
You do like the drop. You do like the share thing and then copy link to tweet instead of sharing.
Yeah, no, it doesn't do that. I have to actually click on it. So check out Grey Gal's tweet. It's actually an absolute blast. I've streamed them before. They're super easy to do. Like, they almost always get kills or they do something really amazing like die to a Titan or something crazy like that. So check that out. It's super new bro friendly.
High sec, low sec, null sec.
I believe they stage out of high sec, but they usually go through null sec. I've seen them go through wormholes before, but it's something like if you are curious and you want to know, like it's one of those fleets you can just talk and ask questions. If you say, hey, I have no idea, like I don't know what align means, I have no idea what warp 2 means, I don't know what an anchor is, like some of those basic fundamental questions that a lot of veteran players forget that other people don't know, she'll answer. And she sits there and explains everything before you even undock, and then as you're undocking, she'll demonstrate it. How to follow primaries, how to broadcast, how to use your prop mod. So it's one of those things where if you have absolutely no idea, regardless of how long you've been playing, if you have absolutely no idea, or you might have an idea but you're not really sure, join her fleet and you can figure it all out.
That's me.
Yeah, I'll confirm that.
Jaden, you're the FC for our fleet tomorrow. What?
I'm not the FC. Although I guess.
You're the FC, dude.
Oh, so that was the thing I was actually stressing because you were saying, like, I'm probably going to the Iowa game tomorrow. I'm probably not going to be there. I'm like, fuck, we were supposed to be FC. And Blazy Bunny was saying,
You're the FC.
Blazy Bunny's like, I think I can make it. I'm like, so if Blazy Bunny doesn't show up and Ray doesn't show up, I got to FC this shit. You know what I've FC'd before?
Easy. Nothing?
That.
You've FC'd the trip to Denny's.
Well, I have done that. I've also lost my shoes and got lost myself doing that. So.
Sure, that's called whelping.
Yeah, I've whelped my shoes and my feet on that process. I have, I've been success. It's a 50-50 success chance. Sometimes I don't get there, and sometimes I do get my, All-American
Okay.
Slam or something, whatever I decide to get.
Grand Slam.
They're Grand Slams. Kick
I get the
ass.
All-American Slam because it has the ham steak in it.
Ah.
It's so good. Yeah, you gotta have the ham steak. It's not a trip to Denny's without the ham steak and a milkshake.
What about hookers? Is it a trip to Denny without hookers?
They cost
Eh.
extra, but
Tell that story, Drayden.
well, I've told that story before. I've fed hookers at Denny's. It's just a thing you do in Vegas. You know, they're hungry. You gotta feed them.
Did they have a feeder fetish? They just sat there with their mouths open and you just...
One of them got like just a small little like a side of toast and a drink. The other one's like, I'll get the grand. I think they got like a grand. So I was like,
Hey, I'll take the most expensive
I was like,
thing on the
she's-
Gotta
menu.
get 3 of them to go.
I was like, I like her more. I don't know why.
Jesus. Drayden's a fucking baller. Everyone's like, yeah, I got a hooker. Drayden's like, I got fucking 2 hookers.
I
and
got 2
took them to
hookers.
dinner.
Two
Yeah,
hookers, I
they
took
gave
them to
they
Denny's.
dude they
They
gave
would be on that.
they gave me off the street. I was
Unbelievable.
I was like, I'm not done partying. Everyone else has gone to bed, and so I just went out walking at 4:30 in the morning, down
You
the
didn't
strip.
find the hookers. The
Down the
hookers
strip.
found
No,
you.
they found no. They it's like taking a jump freighter through low sec. Just
Everybody's on your ass.
yeah.
Who's the
They're
jump
just like,
freighter
who
in
the
this
f-
analogy?
I was it's like I had a big sign over my head that said Mark, and they just swarmed on it. But
Did you give
know.
them docking permission or?
well, you can always pay for docking. You can always pay for docking permission.
Really?
There-
Pay
there-
for that access
there's a
That's
docking fee,
fantastic.
but there's a
ACL.
docking fee, but
That
it's
makes
always
so much
open.
of
You know.
New Orleans is gonna be a lot
Freeport.
of fun.
At least I still have my kidneys. No,
Low
that's
sec Freeport.
yeah. It's
Kidneys. Well, one of them.
no. I got both. Surprisingly, I think. I don't know.
know.
I have no new scars that I know of. So
One's just not functional.
almost shots. Almost. I sneak shots all the time. I just realized how often I sneak shots in.
Wine.
Look at all these winos. Are we just gonna be like the open wine show?
Dude, wine is so good.
Because we're here whining. We're Eve players. All we do is whine.
God
You
damn.
need the open
All
spaghetti.
we do
Gotta
is
get some
wine,
cheese
wine,
with this wine.
Well, I think so. We'll do a shot or sips of wine. Do I gotta have the pinky up
just
for this
did one.
shot?
No.
You have to hold it by the stem though.
Yeah. What was it? You can't.
It's called stemware for a reason.
Wait, your fucking Tito's has a hoodie. I want a hoodie. All mine has is a stupid ass sweater that his fucking grandma made.
Dude,
him.
I
What
have
the
no
fuck?
clothes on my Tito's bottle. My Tito's bottle is it's in his birthday suit. The hell is this? Anyway, we got 10 minutes left.
Is
TV
that a
time.
growler of
TV
Tito's?
time. I actually.
I'm not even gonna fucking lie.
Oh my god!
Wait.
Who the
wait,
fuck
hold
just
on,
let the
hold on,
boomer in?
Hold on. New rule. Everybody, you gotta
I'm gonna
take
call
it.
this show
Hold
right
on.
now.
Wait,
early.
You
I'm
gotta
gonna
take
call
a
this show
shot.
fucking
No,
early.
Dirk, we
Take
have
a
10
shot.
Y'all
more
need to
minutes.
fucking like
every
roll
every
the fucking
time Dirk
shot out of
says
this
hold
fucking
on
next
timeout.
show. I need you to like sit there and go. You know what? We're calling this fucking show
We
early.
do shots for Dirk McGurk unretiring today.
I need you.
Again?
It ain't fucking
Dirk, we're
unretiring.
doing
I'm not
shots.
fucking unretiring.
Dirk,
I
we're
need
doing
you to
shots.
do me a
Shots to
fucking
Dirk.
quick fave. Can you even do me a quick fave?
shots.
A quick one, yeah.
I'll give you a quickie.
I'm not even watching like whatever fucking channel you people are even fucking on. What channel are you guys even on anymore?
Run INN.
We're on Disney Plus,
We're
Dirk.
on the normal. We're on.
Are you guys? Hold on. Did we actually get Disney Plus?
Yeah,
we got
Disney Plus.
After
After the Mandalorian.
Because right now, because I want to like get hyped up for it. Are we on Disney Plus?
gotta see-
Yeah,
you
we're on
gotta
we're on
subscribe.
Disney Plus.
Am I the Mandalorian?
No. We got
Miley
the
Cyrus is
no.
on
We got the Maniclorian.
See,
The Manic DeLorean. Do you have your Back to Future
Ooh.
shit right?
All right, listen to me.
I
I'm
love
not.
you,
Here,
Drayden.
I'm not here
God,
to
I
fuck
love
with
you.
your. I'm not here to
That
fuck
needs
with
to-
your
you gotta make a
INN
picture for
shit
that
or
now.
anything like that. It's I'm just whatever. Just like pretend I'm not here.
I always pretend that you're not here.
That's hard.
Exactly. Just pretend. Pretend. Like actually suck a dick up into your fucking nuts.
Okay.
And, like pretend.
Drayden, go ahead and mute Dirk. That'll make this a lot easier.
So easier.
We don't even have we don't have LB or Brist.
Listen to me.
Blast,
Brist?
you know,
I know
higher-
how
Brexit-
sad-
Brexit-
I know
to
how
play the-
sad
to play
people
the-
won't be there for you, but always remember,
Brexit Rubal.
I'm always in the background there for you.
The Brist.
Brexit Rubal.
Brexit.
Brexit Shinuname.
You guys have no fucking idea. So it's like the
Oh,
way this night
Mr.
went down, you have no
Breast.
fucking idea.
Wait, Dirk, what happened? You said your wife got you a cat.
Hold on.
I like
can't
Mr.
tell you
Breast.
about
That's
it
his name
'cause
from
I'm
now on.
not here.
Shinaname.
I'm not fucking
Okay, well,
Shinanime here.
Guys,
Hold on,
okay, we
number
gotta...
one, I'm the one that made up Shinanime. So
Every
it's like,
time every
don't
time.
laugh because fucking Rain says it.
No, but no. Every time Brisk tweets out political shit now and all his political cronies that he's like in good high standing
Nobody
with,
knows what
we
that
have to.
motherfucker means.
No,
It's
don't.
like,
Re-
time out,
don't
time out,
reply to
shit.
just Brisk.
I can't say this because I'm not fucking
No,
here.
don't reply to just Brisk. Wait till his
hypothetically
wait till his
say it.
political
What's the
cronies
soundboard?
reply, and then reply to them with Shinanime.
Hypothetically, Brisk don't mean shit. He just says shit and nobody remembers it. But when I say shit, they all remember it.
Because you're saying portion. Oh, is Bunny back? Bunny.
We're getting there, Bob.
Bunny, did you lose?
I'm reaching
No,
into my fucking
they didn't
pocket
fucking-
trying to
Oh,
find
Bunny's-
form.
I'm reaching into my wallet.
Did you see what happened to
pocket
DJ?
And trying to find out where my wallet is or like where
No.
my fucking labor
Are you
is.
still in the
It's
bar,
like,
Don't
what
go
the
get
fuck?
cucked by thought.
Dirk, are you still in the bar?
Oh, nice.
Did you say
No,
you were gonna
dude,
get
I'm
cucked by
fucking
thoughts?
home.
DJ is.
Oh,
Okay.
did you leave your wallet in
Fuck's
the
sakes.
Uber?
I may have. But you know what?
Did you get banned from
Hold on,
Uber?
hold on.
Really,
An Uber knows where I am. That's
An
where
U-
they have
an
all
Uber-
the
Gotta
well-
thing.
call him.
Yeah.
Have y'all
You
ever
gotta
had a
watch the
0-star
movers, man.
Uber
I
ride?
live in Pennsylvania. There's like 4 fucking Ubers in the whole
I've
fucking
I've
state.
taken
It's like they
three.
know how
I've
to,
taken
like, get
3
my
Uber
shit back.
rides. I've taken 3 Uber rides that I called, and one of them went fine.
Did you guys even talk about Eve tonight? Well, I was
Yes.
gone.
We
Like,
talked only
No.
about
did you
Eve.
even talk about Eve?
It
We
was
mostly
actually
talked about
kind of.
fish,
We
really.
talked about fish and rats and snakes.
Yeah, we did that too, and we talked
snails, don't
about.
forget snails.
We talked about we
Snails.
did a Vegas recap because
Yeah,
it's been a
we
while
did the
since
Vegas
Who is
recap
this?
because we had to
recap.
fall back. We
Who
talked
Who is
about.
this
You guys
ghostly
do
yellow
that, like,
man?
every 2 weeks where you're like, you know
This
what?
is
32 weeks ago we were at Vegas. It was really fucking cool.
This
and
is
now we're just,
Dominarch,
like
uh,
a bunch of fucking dope asses.
So actually the funny thing is I have a chroma key set on Dominarch, and actually it makes your sweatshirt
Hold on,
look
is
way
Dominarch
cooler
here
than
right
it normally
now?
does.
Yeah, I know.
So
I
I'm
know.
gonna
we're
leave
talking
it.
About skulls.
Oh shit,
gonna leave it.
Dominarch is here right now.
Yeah, like you actually look like you have some almost Bengals-like jersey that's yellow and black
Just-
instead of orange and black.
Did you guys
Dominarch-
see that guy that
Dominarch is
beat the shit out
translucent.
of somebody in Cleveland last night?
Oh
It's
my
like,
Yeah.
god.
Is that
What the
that was
fuck,
insane.
dude?
is that not an everyday thing?
Hold on,
It's
hold
clean.
on.
No, he's
If
talking
that-
about-
if
he's
that
talking about the
happened in
Steelers
EVE
game.
Online, that dude
Oh.
would not be able to go to FanFest next year.
It's called getting banned for committing a fucking like misdemeanor / felony
Whoa,
against a
time out,
fellow
time out.
player.
It was just a motherfucker playing a game, and next thing you know, he can't go to FanFest.
Well, yeah, but it'd be
He's
like
going to FanFest.
that'd be like me getting mad at you for killing my ship in Eve and coming to your house and beating your ass and then not being able to go
No,
to FanFest.
wait,
It would,
Sir,
hold on,
you
it
were
would
there.
literally be more like I shot your ship out from fucking under you, and then took your ship
can't?
and then beat it over your head.
Oh yeah, that is more
Dirk,
And
accurate.
then I could not go to FanFest.
Dirk, you missed the part at Vegas
No, they're
where
talking
like
about the football players being banned.
Hold on,
Sunday
hold on.
night-
Number one,
Sunday
number
night,
one,
I-
I
Jay
did
McClain
not,
and I were
not
like,
miss
"Yeah,
a part
fight you,
at
bro."
FanFest.
No,
Wait, you're
you
going
weren't
to
there at
FanFest?
FanFest, Dirk. You missed all of it.
I was literally. I'm sorry. I thought. Wait. Time out.
I thought
time
she
out.
said Vegas too.
I thought she said
I said
Vegas.
Vegas. Yeah, me. So me.
Did
and
I
Jay
Didn't
li-
I also
I-
say Vegas?
Then
So
I-
Jay
I'm-
McClain
somebody
was
can
like,
roll
"Yo,
that
I'm
back,
dumb.
but
I
whatever.
heard
I'll lay you
FanFest.
out. And I'm like, Jay, beat the shit out of me. I want a T-shirt that says
Jay's
I
a
survived
hold
Jay
on.
McClain.
Jay
Number one,
McClain-
Jesus,
Jay
no,
McClain
you can't do
could
that.
It was
let you-
Sunday. We were
Fight
both
his
super
way
drunk
out of
and we
a
were
wet
just
Jay
like
dream.
talking
McClain
mad
wouldn't
shit.
do it. I
was so much
guarantee you,
fun.
Jay wouldn't do that. It would be beyond his character.
Are we on
No,
the
Jay-
fucking
Jay-
next show?
Jay's
That's
If
what
super
I
I
throw a
want to
punch
fucking
at Jay
understand.
McClain, he
'Cause
has
I
You
every
did
right
throw
to
a
lay
punch
me
at
out.
right
you
now.
did throw a
And
punch
he has
Jim.
every right to lay me out.
He
I
had
would
well
not
maybe, but
throw
he
a
wouldn't have
punch
done
at
that.
Jay
And
McClain.
I don't even know.
I've
It's like
seen Jay when people get in his face and he's pissed off. I would never throw a punch.
Do you guys
at
remember
Jay.
FanFest?
here's the thing.
So
He
Yeah.
threw a punch
Number
and
one-
he was
number
shocked,
one,
and
not
then
even
he had
not-
full
bar.
self-control.
Not
Some
on
guy's like,
video,
"Yo,
you
bro,
wouldn't like
fight."
not
Dude,
throw a
And
shot
the
at
bouncer
Jay.
was like,
Rain,
"Sir, I need you to leave."
Rain,
And Jay
it
was
was
like,
happening
"I
at
didn't
the
do anything."
Harpa. It was happening at the Harpa.
At the
there was
Harpa?
there was an Eve player that was getting in his face about his hat. His make Amar
The
great
make
again.
no make Amamake
No,
great
Jay
again.
is
Amamake.
Yeah, Amamake, yeah.
The hard
So
part.
they thought it was a-
somebody
Hold on,
was
stop,
too drunk
stop
to
fronting a
read the
bunch of
hat.
shit out there.
So
he hasn't
they thought it was an
actually
actual
been
Trump
to that.
hat.
Face, and we were having to like hold Jay back because they were like,
But
they
he
were
was
right
never
up in his
there,
fucking
so
face.
how could
Yeah,
you hold
no,
him
that
back
happened
from a
at
place
Nora.
he was
Jay
never there
attempted
at?
to walk into Nora's. Some guy attempted to fight Jay, and the bouncer was like, "Sir, I'm sorry, but you need to leave." And he's like, "I didn't do it." And
Yeah.
he's like, "I know, but we
Now my
know that
phone's
you're a
lighting the
security
fuck up.
Because of
hazard."
his
Jesus
hat.
Christ! I tried to take his
Yeah.
couple weeks
People
off.
didn't
People
get the
kept trying to
joke.
fight
Just
him.
don't sneak up on Jay.
No,
I'll
no,
say
no.
that. Just
So
don't sneak
Gorski-
up on him. I did that one
Gorski
time as a
had-
joke,
I
and it
would-
almost
I
ended
would
poorly.
I would not
Gorski's
get up in
Swedish.
That's
Jay's
why,
face.
and that's why
Gorski
motherfuckers
was
I need
Swedish,
to
and
block
people were
on
yelling
fucking
at him.
Twitter.
He's like, "Bro, I can't even vote in America. Like, I'm Swedish, dude."
But
No lie. Are we not on the after show?
I like Jay.
no,
this
we're
is the
a
regular
couple.
show.
We're just about
You
there.
know
We're a
what,
couple
hold on,
minutes
4
early.
more minutes. Suck a dick. Roll
Four
to the
more
after show.
minutes.
No,
Hold
we have
on.
to wait,
Four
Dirk.
more
Wait.
have to
Before
wait.
Nobody
Ugh.
gives a shit about your
Fuck you,
fucking
Dirk. This
first
is our show.
154 minutes
Ooh.
before here.
This is
But
You don't
wait,
even play this
no,
game.
that's not the right amount of minutes, Dirk. It's 100. You mean
Whatever, I can't do
114?
math.
116?
Whatever. I'm not a really cool fucking English dude. It's like whatever.
Well, I wish I was a cool English dude, but well,
Roll the fuck off.
American
this
English.
bitch
Hold on.
And like play your outro.
TV talk. 2
I started
minutes.
watching
2 minutes.
the
2 minutes.
Vikings.
I just started watching a new show. I know it's not a new show for everyone else, but I just started watching The
have to talk about your
Expanse.
sleep
Oh, hold on.
The
Come on.
Expanse.
If
Hell
you say
yeah,
Game of Thrones
boy.
or The Expanse, I'm gonna smack you.
I
Right in the
just
mouth.
I just finished season 1 last night.
Dude, you
I
never
almost
watched
done
any of it.
season 4 of
No,
the
I
All those
watched
times
season
during
1. It's
fucking
good.
TV talk, you never watched anything we ever talked about.
Wait,
No,
Trayden,
it's
we gotta
good.
we gotta talk about our fleet tomorrow. So I know we're
Oh.
in the show team. So tomorrow at fucking 2100 Eve time. Trade. It's
No,
2100,
not it's
1900.
1900.
No, it says 2100 right here on my thing.
It's
That'd be 1900 for you,
1900.
No, I'm -8 from UTC right now. So if my
1900
fleet is
Eve
11
time.
a.m., it's
The open
1900
comms.
UTC.
Oh shit! Oh, meta shows. Okay, so 1900.
Yeah.
So tomorrow
1900
night,
Eve
at
time.
1900 Eve time. We're gonna be doing a fleet. Show up in Gita 44.
Show up
Trayden's gonna be
early.
emceeing
We're
it.
we're
Show up
we're
a little bit
You guys are
leaving.
the
We're gonna do
lamest
the stream.
motherfuckers ever.
Yeah,
Shut the
we're
fuck up,
Shut
Dirk.
up,
We're raising
Dirk.
money for Gamers Outreach, okay?
Now-
It
now
helps
we're-
kids and teenagers with gaming equipment in hospitals.
It's for the
okay?
kids,
So
Dirk.
that's what we're doing. We're raising money for kids when we do our stupid NPSI, so everyone can come shoot us or fly with us or whatever. So tomorrow, 1900 to 2100, when Meta Show will start. That's when you should show up and hang out with us, okay, team?
Yeah, so show up a little bit early. We're gonna start the show at
Could you repeat
1900 Eve time, but we'll probably be taking off 5 to 10 minutes after that. So it's Gita 44. Get there.
Nobody
get ships.
takes off
Hold
from
on, Dirk.
fucking
Hold on.
Gita 44,
Dirk.
We're
motherfucker.
get there about 20 to 30 minutes early. Get there at 18:30 if you can. Get a ship ready, get in fleet, and then we'll get the show rolling, and
Why can't
we'll
you
be
be
in
like
comms.
Sucovestor
Everyone
99?
we're gonna use the I think we're gonna use the open comms
Yeah, we'll use this
Discord for
so everyone
voice.
can join us.
So let me just link that again. Let me link to that again.
No, we're not linking the
Hold on,
Discord. Oh yeah,
You
we're
guys
linking
are
the Discord.
literally
yeah.
the
That
most
whoa,
retarded
Ray, that
ever.
was like a
I
yes
thought
and
you
a no.
meant
What?
TeamSpeak. I thought you meant TeamSpeak. I'm so
Not the-
sorry.
Oh no, my TeamSpeak couldn't handle a whole. I think my TeamSpeak is max 30 users, so we're using that's why we're using the Discord. Give me 1 sec. I'll link
Fuck,
the.
what are you guys even fucking talking about right now?
We're talking
Drake,
about.
Drake,
things
if you
and
read
stuff.
the show notes, you would see it.
Ooh, she said you
I
don't read.
wrote the show notes. I wasn't
great
even
bit-
here and I wrote them.
You didn't write them. I wrote.
I can
everything
make
in the
links.
show
I can
notes.
make invite links. Right. So there in chat is the Discord link. Join the OpenComms Discord. We're going to use the voice channel in there for the fleet. So get there early. Everyone, the whole fleet comms will be on the show.
Things
It's gonna
will
be a
happen.
big giant clusterfuck, and it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna go roam around for a couple hours and die in fires, and it's gonna be great. Anyway, we're out. Dude, I can't even have LB run the crab rave outro.
Let him run the fucking crab outro.
No, he's not here, Dirk.
Oh, LB's not here? Did he quit too?
No, he was doing
Who the
art.
fuck has quit this show since I left?
Everyone.
Everyone's quit. We're just making shit up.
You guys are
So
all
I'm supposed
fucking.
to say, hey,
bunch
this
of
guy's
We're just
fucking
doing this
right
out of
midnight.
habit.
No,
We don't
LB, no,
actually
he was
care.
doing army shit all week, and he just got back tonight, and he was exhausted. So he's gonna be on the
What are
fleet
you talking about?
tomorrow.
He was doing the army show last week, and all of a
Ronnie,
sudden now
Ronnie,
he's
I
what,
did post
too
the link.
tired?
Or and Rain
I
did too.
reposted the link.
Yeah.
too.
So
Brayden
both
posted
my
the-
post
I'm not
and
here to
Rain's
make
post
funny
will
fucking
both
jokes.
get through there.
I'm not here to make funny fucking jokes because you people are all fucking lame.
You never
Yeah,
make funny.
but anyway,
jokes.
so be the
Alright,
fleet
later,
How's
tomorrow.
that different than the other time?
I'll be
Later,
tweeting out stuff.
bitches.
I'll be tweeting out stuff about it anyway.
Later, bitches.
We're out later, bitches. We're going after
Later,
dark.
bitches.
La 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 la.
I don't have the outro. Hold on,
Penis.
hold on.
Penis.
Words,
Things
words,
and
words.
Penis.
stuff.
Baby dick.
Oh God, that game. Oh my God, we have to
gotta
talk
be
about that
honest.
game.
Baby
I gotta be honest.
dick.
If like somebody is
So
willing to
proud
fucking
of you,
kick me
baby
off
dick.
this fucking channel, it's like, who are they right now?
There we go.
I'm
Okay,
almost-
stream
I'm
is
almost
ending.
gonna try
Oh,
to
I
kick you
finally
off
did
the
it.
show,
There we go.
Drayden, you have to beat Dead Space 1 and 2, and we can play 3 together.
There's multiple of those.
Yeah, Dead Space 3 has 2
Jesus
player.
Christ!
Dude, we're not
like,
playing a fucking
do-
game tonight. You know
All
what
right,
we're
all
gonna
right.
fucking do?
Suck
Yeah,
my
we're
We're
gonna-
gonna
dick.
we're gonna talk.
All right, bye,
fucking
everybody,
real
later,
fucking
bitches.
talk.
Dick.